imposter. She get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate making to the featherweight. Niggas say they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a rover. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cult leader, need the blue stripes, no Greek baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gunshot. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the goat, bring him to the bush, The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Yeah, the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? World West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold. I'm one with these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Now ski mask transform the war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass rose out. He gon' die. Skyscraper to a nose dive. 9mm plus B for the 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? From World West, go to war with everybody.
I got big ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste, we vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you need ass, lil' fame, I'm on war, not the same, for wrong. I try to tell these motherfuckers time and time, for wrong. Pussy ass, purple ass nigga, man, for wrong. Get your born ass right. Niggas better get their weight up, you little body bitch. Worry about a damn pay cut, you little body bitch. I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch. You that scare rag, cow that little body bitch. Had to fuck around, get my rank up, you little body bitch. And I'm pouring up, yeah, young nigga, and I'ma take a sip. Yeah. All these niggas run down, hate, but tell them zip it lip. And you a dumb ass, scare rag, boy, little body bitch. Damn. And I ain't worried about nothing, nigga, nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know, nigga, don't reminisce. I spit flavors on these damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. But you a whole ass, dirty ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with the damn scripture with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line, nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. Be ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play. Bad bitch, my taste, we vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you leech ass, lil' fame, one war, not the same, for wrong, I tell you, for wrong, get your shit together, for wrong, Murphy. I'ma do this shit till I write, you little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like she pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all zop, you little body bitch. And I switch nigga on that thought, you little body bitch. And I'ma stay turning like the cars, you little body bitch. And I'm so cold like a bun, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like that bar, you little body bitch. And my aim like that a zop, you little body bitch. Need a princess pop out, you little body bitch. Or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch. Yeah. I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch. Since I can't get it, wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. I got be right, you mad, get stoned, work hard, get play, bad bitch, my taste, we vibe, we lay, we purple, we gay, we need tabs, Real fight. I say. Don't let your strongest muscle be your goddamn them Twitter fingers, nigga. Boss that nigga, man. Get your shit together, man. I'm overrated. So overrated. Overrated. So overrated, nigga. Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoe, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her head made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here, eat it up, baby, eat. Here, eat it up, baby, eat. I walk with my pole like a pimp in the state that I got up a ton. I walk around with a lot of blaze, I lit a rip on it, yeah. Tonight it's a ride, I got a show, live show, and the niggas still eating. Hey, UPK niggas winning, UPK niggas gifted. Hey, I had a little money, but I lost a little money for that punk ass job. Now I'm getting paid off passion, so it's only right that I stunt. All the niggas wanna hate, frustrates on the face, boy, Lord, wasting time. I don't hate being around broke minds, I motivate their ass and they grind. And that's a real ass leader, real ass nigga, 2G short in the flesh. And I'ma eat my plate so good, I'ma let a little bit while the dish. And I'ma beat down your block so rich, top off, you'll feel every leg. I went to another bitch house, cause that bitch ain't clean up the kitchen. And I ain't saying no names, give a goddamn shit, let that motherfucker learn. I left my phone unlocked, woke up, bitch, had a damn talk with her friend. Wanna know who it is, who the fuck is that bitch, I ain't telling no business. And I bought another motherfucking chopper, and that bitch came with some haters, but hey, I'm overrated, pass, overrated. I'm overrated, pass, overrated, nigga. I'm overrated, pass, overrated. I'm overrated, pass, overrated, nigga. I pass overrated, my money coming steady, I'ma rock up my good talk. Hey, the women looking good, got them white cross, I was trying to see who got good talk. South Carolina with them 5 thick women, they better know how to cook up. Hey, never say the bitch from scratch, that'll keep a nigga, yeah, on stop. I be in Atlanta with the hitters, zone 6 rockin' with a nigga. Had a nigga walk up to a G, but couldn't get past my security. Yeah, I go out, that's my dog already, and the police too official. Niggas in the world traumatized, tryna buy a clip off a nigga. But when keep shows coming, keep these hoes running hill for a change, he'll fly. But I gotta keep my fly swat on me, cause these nat bitches lying. I'm in North Carolina doing red bitch shit, I been got new ties. If you ain't round broke, boy, you tired. But me and my niggas, yeah, so overrated, so overrated. Overrated, so overrated, nigga. So overrated, so overrated, overrated, so overrated, nigga. That's the pass overrated, man. Mixtape, EP, whatever you wanna call it. I'm beating y'all more. Y'all run this shit up, man. Do this shit before the Lord, man. Pass overrated, man. Shit. UPK South Carolina, man. Shark 2G. Come on, I see you, nigga. Come on.
One West World. First everybody. Bitch, this is more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in the gas born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, hit a big deal like a nectar. But I keep it. It's more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in the gas born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, hit a big deal like a nectar. But I keep it clean. Yeah, I'm too for real. Comfortable with myself with this fraud. Man, I'm
too legit. Off the thermostat, can't hold me back. Trying to check my check. I had my way, run my plate, really busy. Really in the field. Taking it, check me out when in doubt. I'm gonna make my bread. Never lose niggas who is a feast. Just know we all gon' tweak. Niggas slick on my shit, pop my shit. My bro said this shit greasy. She don't like the message. I kick wisdom. I'm just rude as pieces. Tell my time, but not too much. They feel me. I know talk is cheap. I'm controlling it from a distance. This how it's supposed to be. Give her what she never had. Now she can't get over me. I understand they don't want a man. They just want company. Shorty know I'm all about my gravy. Trying to smother me. Shit from under me. I ain't had no silver spoon. This shit come from underneath. I play for keeps. I don't see nobody. This shit tunnel be. I play for keeps. I don't see nobody. This shit tunnel be. This is more than what they ever played us. Living by put the in a born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy feel like a nectar. But I keep it. It's more than what they ever played us. Living by put the in a born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy feel like a nectar. But I keep it clean, though.
Yeah. Cold shit.
I ain't coming goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room and pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a wordy in this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Rubbers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't tripping on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs after the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options. Used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings all feel them. Kick the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with it. At the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gospel. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse an imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate making to the featherweights. Niggas say they hard, but they sweeter than a Debbie cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripe, no brick, baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gunshot. Fuck that little bitch, you hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with him. Yeah,
Y'all about Shimmy outside by the thumb. Y'all about Shimmy outside by the thumb. Y'all about Shimmy outside. Clap it up. All right, let's get it on. Akim and Akwapian. I'll take all of your questions. Whenever you're ready to get it on, I'll solve all of your problems, help you out with your varied and many intrigues that are happening in your lives every day. I'll take a drink, Warrior, whenever you can get a chance, all right? And I'm ready to rock. Any questions? Oh, tonight's topic, real men. The only real men are in the Israelite school of UPK. The only real women are in the Israelite school of UPK. I'll prove that tonight. Everyone understands, all right? Any questions? Please, how's the heart? Give him 1 second until you can give you the mic, all right?
Mic check. I have a question in Joshua 7:7.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know why did Joshua talk to the Lord like this?
All right.
Moses didn't talk to the Lord in a similar way.
All right.
Proclaim the Lord.
Okay, let's. I'll read it for you. Mm-hmm.
Joshua 7:7.
Mm-hmm.
And Joshua said, Allah, O Lord God, wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites,
Mm-hmm.
to destroy us? Would to God we had been content and dwelt on the other side of Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Do you have the Lord's reply? Is that in here?
Oh, verse 10. And the Lord said unto Joshua, get thee up, wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. Israel hath sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant,
Mm-hmm.
which I commanded them.
And you wanted to compare this with another precept that has similar language?
Because I don't have the.
Okay, no sweat. It's similar.
Well, really, the people of Moses say like, yo, Moses brought us out to die.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Mhm.
that kind of thing. That Moses Christ the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, like, why are you talking this way? Like,
I got you. Because this is a real life situation. What you're hearing is fear and panic. That's what you're hearing. You're hearing him saying, did you bring us all out here? You told us to come out here. Did you bring us all out here to die? They're saying that to the Most High God in that way because they're not sitting in a classroom like you and I, because they're somewhere in the wilderness starving and an enemy is bearing down on them to take their lives. So what you're hearing is what can happen to flesh sometimes, warrior. It's fear. They're terrified. And the answer to your question is in the Lord's reply. That's the water word, gracias. Is in the Most High's reply. When he said, why are you laying on your face? Get up. Do you understand? He's saying that to them because he knows that they're saying this because they're terrified. And these times in life can happen. And many men greater than I have thought they could handle it better. Do you understand? They thought when their day came, they would handle it with dignity and pride and with faith. And then when that day came, they fell on their face and spoke to the Most High as if God had neglected them and as if God had forsaken them. Oh, my power, why hast thou forsaken me? You familiar with that? Who said that? Jesus Christ. He said that on the cross. He said, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? That's the exact same spirit. He is scared to death. It's horrible. His pain, the pain of them stabbing him and, being dehydrated and he could barely breathe and suffocating slowly made him think, oh, my God, this is the most terrible thing in the world. I cannot handle it. And he screamed out to the Lord and asked the Lord why he would forsake him. That's what happens. So it can be difficult to understand sitting here until it's your day to go through it. And then you understand that we're all men and the Most High God has mercy on us in times like that. What we want to do is take it manfully. What we want to do is to take it with courage in our chest. But sometimes the burden can be too much. And that's why Christ said, why have thou forsaken me? And that's why this man said, have you brought us out here simply to destroy us? You understand? Any other questions?
yes.
Please. Gracias. Go ahead.
Personal question.
You got to call it. I don't know. Haven't heard it yet. You can make it in general if you would like. Go ahead. Please. Mm-hmm. I understand. Make sure they can hear you online. Make sure they can hear it. Go ahead.
When Captain Zarya was battling Malik through Shabbat,
Okay.
when he destroyed that.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I like the shirt.
Of the water, Most High in Christ. Get a sister a hand. Send me the shirt. Go ahead.
At the end of the debate, right? We were able to make a line to ask the opponent, but we were wanting to question,
Okay.
right? And the Honorable Ballroom is a big place.
Yeah.
And I'm going towards, we're there with a whole bunch of strangers,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt a little fear too.
Okay.
But because knowing
The mic might be jamming you. Go ahead.
how we were raised,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was outside of it, but I could feel being hot from fear.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is this feeling? I go in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go and ask the question. Stop making me feel like that.
I understand.
Stop making me feel off.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we don't have anything. Go ahead. Got it. Mhm. Go ahead. Nice and loud.
Yes, sir. So, I felt
Can they
fear.
see him? See if they can get him on camera. Right. Go ahead. You felt the fear. Go ahead.
I felt the fear. The fear in the air.
Okay.
I can feel the walls bouncing off me in fear.
Uh-huh.
And I'm outside of it.
You're outside
I'm
of it.
saying, I'm going to ask this question. Go away, the feeling. Go away.
Mm-hmm.
And the feeling will not go away
Mm-hmm.
until the mic came. When the mic came, it's like it didn't exist. But on the way in the line,
Uh-huh.
all speaking,
Yeah.
saying, go sit down, have a seat.
All right.
Don't bother ask a question, you might embarrass yourself.
Right.
And then there's this feeling from the far wall saying, you're in a big place, you're a little man, you should not ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, hi. I was high.
I got you. I can dig it.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead. It might be good now. The mic. Go ahead.
What is that feeling? What is that feeling?
Okay.
How do you get rid of it?
Okay. Many people have felt that feeling over the years, right? Some people call it having butterflies in your stomach, right? It's the feeling of doing something for the first time. Who feels that? Kids who learn to drive a car when they're 15, 16 years old, and they're terrified when they get behind the wheel because this is something that adults do. This is too much for a kid to do. It's the feeling of doing something for the first time. Commanding General Yohana always taught me that you cannot be good at anything that you don't do often. The process of getting good at a thing is doing a thing often. Once you do a thing often, then you're comfortable. You don't have that feeling of, I've never done this. This is too much for me. Stage fright is another term that people use for what you felt. Stage fright. You're about to go on stage. If you're a performer or a concert pianist or a violinist or something like that, and then before you know it, you feel boom, 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 boom. Your heart is beating, but then you put your fingers on the piano and your practice takes over. You felt comfortable when what happened?
When I got to the mic.
Oh, yeah. There's a reason for that, because even by then, you were very comfortable speaking on a microphone. So then you got home. When you got the microphone, then this is Harlem now. That's it. This is 116th Street, 125th Street. That's all. Now I'm just on 125th Street speaking because you were trained. Many people feel that feeling when you first speak for the first time at a camp. You can feel the boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm about to go up. Oh, my God, I'm about to go up there. But then you get up there and your practice takes over. You have your precepts written down. You've rehearsed them. You went over it at Hebrew Academy. Practice takes over. That was what people would commonly call stage fright. It's just a feeling of not doing a thing often, which is why Commanding General Yohana always recommends, if you want to do a thing in life, do it a lot. Something you want to do, start doing it all the time, all the time. You want to be a good teacher? Don't just sit and pray and wait for the Lord to float scriptures down on your goddamn head. Teach. Go to camp every week. Teach a class. Make videos. You will get better at it. That's it. That's in anything in life. You understand. Anything else? No sweat, please. Please.
You guys have a question in the class, just come up closer to Priest Shia Olive so we can hear, because we having technical difficulty with the wireless microphone.
Sir, quick shout out to the zones in here with us. Dallas is here.
Give Dallas, Texas a hand up. Well done.
Trinidad is here.
Give Trinidad a hand. Go ahead, Trinidad.
And Montreal.
Montreal, Canada. Give Montreal, Canada a hand. Well done. Go ahead.
So there's a couple of questions in the chat. Brother called Justice asked, Salaki, sir, if I may, what is the school's stance on the pre-Nicaea fathers such as Polycarp, Origen, and Irenaeus?
That I don't know who in the hell they are. I'm assuming you're talking about the Council of Nicene. Is he speaking about that? The pre-Nicene fathers. That's not jogging my memory at all. I don't recall who the hell they are. Just look them up and Google them. Whatever Google says, we'll stand on. That's fine with us. All right. As far as are they prophets of God? No. If that's his question, they're not in the truth. They're historical figures, and whatever you look up in Google should be fine, all right? The Council of Nicene is a council like the Council of Chalcedon or the Vatican I or the Vatican II, where the Catholic Church came together in a meeting to decide, what form of Christian doctrine would they believe now and start to teach. It's where you get the God is all love came from Vatican I, right? God is all love comes from that. Jesus Christ was immaculately conceived. That comes from the Council of Nicene. They said that Jesus Christ was not conceived from sex. His mother and father did not have sex. They came up with that in the Council of Nicene. And the Council of Chalcedon is where they said that Jesus Christ is God. He's God. They came together in meetings, and in these meetings decided to teach paganism as if it was biblically correct. And they decided these things in these councils, all right? Next, próximo preguntas.
One kind. Brother asks, Isupk Cincinnati says, Shalom, sir. How about Shimon Shabbat? Can I get a general breakdown of Galatians 3 and 16?
No problem, warrior.
Galatians 3 and verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made.
Mm-hmm.
He saith not, and to seeds, as of to many.
Yeah, this is a good one to cut the Christians with right here. And to Abraham and his seeds were the promises made. And to his seed, Salakia, were the promises made. He saith not to seeds with an S. There's only one seed that's the chosen people of God. The seed is speaking about sperm. Sperm is what a man's seed is. The Most High God did not make a promise to seeds. He made a promise to a seed, the chosen seed of Israel. You had every male child that breaks forth from the matrix is holy to the Lord God. That's in the Bible. Every child, every male child carries the seed that the Most High God has chosen to be special and to be the seed of promise. Every male child, all right? He did not choose every seed. The seed of an African is simply flesh and blood. The seed of a white man is just flesh. That's all it is. But the Most High God has not made it peculiar and special, and he has not given it an inheritance. Everyone understands. This precept proves that God only loves one people, and it's in the New Testament. Go ahead. Read it again.
Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made. He saith not, and to seeds, as of many.
He didn't say to many. He didn't say to seeds. Keep going.
But as of one.
But as of one. This is God's nature. It's his personality. I don't know why you fake Israelites out there are so angry when we say that the Most High God only loves one Israelite group. Is that not his way? That's his way in all things. The Most High God doesn't spread his love and his promise to everything. He doesn't choose seeds. He chooses one seed. He doesn't choose all animals. He chooses the sheep. He doesn't choose all trees, all branches. He chooses the grapevine. He chooses one bird, the dove. He chooses one river and one city, Jerusalem, and one people, the children of Israel. Why is it so strange that he would choose one group? That he would choose one group to give his name to? It's how he is, young brothers. Continue.
And to thy seed, which is Christ.
And to thy seed, which is what?
Which is Christ.
Break that down for me. It's right in front of your face. He didn't choose many seeds. He chose one seed. And to your seed, which is Christ. What is Christ to you? It's right in front of your face. It's as simple as plain. It's simple and plain, sister. He's our king, but bring me more home. If he's our king, then say again. He is the Messiah. Let me give her a shot. What would you have to be our king, to be our Messiah? Yes. And what would be the basic thing that you would have to be? Who could not be our seed and our Messiah? Why couldn't the white man be our seed and our Messiah? That's the perfect answer. But why are you positive that the white man could never be our Christ or our king? Because he's not what? That's not the reason he can't be our seed. I'm gonna give you the answer. He's the white man is not our seed. He's not your brother. You understand? Jesus Christ is what? Your seed, which means he's your brother. He's one of you. That's what this precept is saying. And to one seed, which is Christ, meaning Christ is our seed. He's one of us. He's not some white man. That's not him. He's not some African. He's your seed. He's one of you. He's your brother. He's your son. He's your cousin. He's your nephew. He's your family. You get my point? Somos su familia. He's one of you. Jesus Christ is not some strange white man. He's not different than you. He's the same as you. Jesus Christ is an Israelite. He's one of the seed of Abraham. Do you understand? Which is the point of this entire thing. All right. Anything else? Good job, warrior. Go ahead. Left my cash in the car. I'm at this cash app you. I see you in here for some money tonight. I'm gonna give you something too. Tazariak, find me some cash somewhere to get his little brother some cash. Tazariak, can you get a chance? Tazariak, see, find me a couple of dollars for the brother. All right. I got my card on me if you need it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on, sir. Waya Allah asks, Salakia, sir, if I may, my Lord, with your grace, can I get an understanding of Trump legalizing segregation? Is this biblical, sir?
Okay, I saw it on my phone, but tell me what that's talking about. How did Trump legalize segregation? What do you mean by that? I haven't seen the actual story. I know something that Donald Trump did do this week. Donald Trump went on the Pentagon's website and erased any memory of Jackie Robinson joining the United States Army. Now remember, Jackie Robinson joined the United States military. I appreciate you. Jackie Robinson joined the United States military after he was already, was it before he, no, I'm sorry, 1945? Yeah, he joined the United States military when he was a famous baseball player. Joined the United States military, went, and remember, at this time, the military is segregated. Many people don't know that, but during World War II, the military was segregated. He joined a battalion called the Black Panthers. He joined the Black Panthers, which is an all-black military unit, much like the Harlem Hellfighters. Give them a hand now. Oh, my God. The Harlem Hellfighters was a group of brothers from Harlem who were the most decorated combat unit, did the most terribly risky jobs, did combat missions that were impossible to do. The Harlem Hellfighters did them during World War II. Right? Oh, you're not allowed to learn about the Harlem Hellfighters anymore because they've been wiped from the United States military database. This week, he wiped out Jackie Robinson's military service. Jackie Robinson was a member of the Black Panthers, a black military unit, until he was discharged for this. He got on a military transport one day, and he was told to he was sitting down in the front, and he was told to get up and get into the back of the military bus. And he refused. And they discharged him from the military. That you can go, you used to could just look this up on the military database. Now it's gone. But now you'd have to Google it. But he was dismissed and discharged from the white man's military because he refused to go to the back of a military bus, and they discharged him. And then, of course, later on, he went to become Jackie Robinson. He had the right temperament to integrate the debate, what's the name of that thing he was in? Major League Baseball. He also was a absolute total coon, Jackie Robinson. You want to look him up. He hated men like Paul Robeson, couldn't stand him, couldn't stand Malcolm X, hated them because Jackie Robinson was a coon. Why am I saying that? His contemporaries said that about him. That's what black men of his day called him, a coon. He was an embarrassment to them because he loved the white man. And now that same white man who he loved so much erased every memory of him from the Pentagon's database today. Now, why did Donald Trump do this? To achieve something that he knows he can achieve. Give me that sign from the floor. Do we have a sign?
It's take down.
It's take down. If you have a sign of the white Jesus of Caesar Borgia, that is an historical figure that at one time everybody knew was black. Everyone knew it. And then over time, during the time of the Renaissance, they began to destroy every historical image that proved that Jesus was black. And then they replaced it with a white man, a sexual deviant like you fake Israelites, like the Sakaris and the IUICs and the Christian churches. Sexual deviants. And now the whole world thinks that that's the image of Jesus Christ. Donald Trump is attempting to do in the Renaissance. He's going to erase any memory of the Dakota, of the Navajo wind talkers who created the code that helped America win World War II, because the Germans would constantly break the Americans' codes. They would do it with Enigma machines and all kinds of machines. The white men in America went and got a language that no one knew about because it was what the Navajo people. This is the image right here. Y'all see the image? You have it in your camps. At one time, everyone knew this man was black. But then the image of the black men were erased. The image of Peter, of Jesus Christ, of Moses being black was erased around the time of the Fourth Crusade. And then after that, they went all over Europe telling everyone that Jesus Christ was white. Donald Trump is doing the same thing today. He's doing the same thing today. He's going to get rid of any self-respect that you could have gained from believing that your forefathers helped win World War II or had contributions in American history. He's going to erase it, and he'll exalt himself in their place. That's the point. Give sister, please. Nice and loud, please. The microphone is down. Just say, I'll tell everyone what you said. Go ahead. Is Donald Trump planning to be a dictator like Putin? He hopes he can be. He's praying that he absolutely can be a dictator like Putin because he loves Putin and he's scared to death of Vladimir Putin. So he's hoping to not only be Putin, but to please Putin so that Putin can give him money and not poison his dinner plate. Because Putin loves to poison people. And Donald Trump knows that. He's scared to death of Putin. Yes, he wants to be just like Putin. Come on.
I just looked up what the brother was talking about. They took some language out of federal contracts that explicitly prohibit using segregated facilities, but there's still federal and state laws that would
yeah, I mean,
it's symbolic.
Yeah, okay. So many things that Donald Trump does and says, you can't put any weight into it because he's stupid. He's an idiot. You go look up some of the things this cat says. I cannot believe that you white people chose him to be your president. He's a lunatic. He's a straight up and down, absolute schizophrenic lunatic, and he's unmedicated. And you chose him to be your damn president. Anyway, so once again, I don't know if that means anything at all. I know he hates black people. He hates Hispanics. He hates them with every fiber of his being because he feels emasculated by black and Hispanic men. He knows that he's not a man. Everyone understands.
Oh.
All right, next.
So a brother called Israel asked, Salakia General, if I may ask, what role or duty does the elect play during the end of Esau's reign?
What role and duty do the elect play at the end of Esau's reign? Okay, I'm assuming when you speak about the elect, you're speaking about the Israelite school of UPK. If that's what you're talking about, I can tell you exactly what we're going to do. During the end of Esau's reign, what we'll do is come together, band together, and feed each other, protect each other, and love each other. We'll do what we've been trained to do. You see, the fall or the rise of society does not change us at all. If things get harder outside, then we get harder, and we band together. If food gets scarce, then we share more. We've been trained for hard times. The problem with hard times is it reveals that the people who you thought loved you don't really love you. That's the problem with hard times. You thought the government loved you. You thought, America loved you. Then the economy started to get bad. White people started to lose their jobs. Before you know it, they get rid of affirmative action, throw away every advantage that you might have had in life because they needed to take it for themselves. The minute white people needed some money, they took yours. They took everything you had. And you thought America loved you when Barack Obama was president. You thought America was a new place. You thought racism was gone. Then white people got COVID-19. White people got poor. White people got addicted to Oxycontin. Now they need your neighborhood and your money. Now they're not willing to give you anything at all because they want it for themselves. So yeah, when the Israelite school of UPK, we've always learned to love each other through hard times. And the Israelite school of UPK is where the elect get trained.
Right.
I pray you understand, Israel. I hope you understand that as well. Anything else?
Consul Brother Khazak Damar asked Salakia Adawan, I had a person ask me about Leviticus 10 and 9. Someone said it was against the law to drink strong and teach the Bible at the same time. And I know it's not because we do it.
Hey, give him a hand. Well said. That's the start. Go ahead and read the precept of Brother Paul. Then otra vez, please. Uno más. One more, please. Gracias. Go ahead.
Leviticus 10 and verse 9.
What?
Do not drink wine nor strong drink, thou nor thy sons with thee, when ye go into the tabernacle of the congregation.
Keep going.
Lest ye die.
Keep going.
It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations.
Keep going.
And that you may put difference between holy and unholy, and between unclean and clean.
Keep going.
And that you may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord hath spoken unto them by the hand of Moses.
Anyone want to venture to believe what this is talking about? Of course, you'll need the precepts where the Most High God, where we drank wine in the Sabbath service, and we were told to drink wine in the Sabbath service. That also is in the Bible. So what all you need to think about is how Black people talk, how Hispanics talk. 1 second, sister. White people are very literal. They're very literal. Blacks and Hispanics are not literal when we speak. We're not literal. What is this talking about, sister? That's absolutely true, but this is not quite talking about the Nazarene, correct? There's no mention of the Nazarene right here, right? No, but you're right about the Nazarene, but the Nazarene had nothing to do with being a priest. It was like a vow that a person took to be holy, but you didn't have to be a priest or a Levite to be a Nazarene. You could be of any tribe and take the Nazarite vow, all right? You want to say something? This is quite simply telling us that we cannot be drunks. We cannot be an alcoholic, which is what the law dictates. You are absolutely allowed to drink. I believe I could pull 1,000 precepts on that. I can pull 1,000 precepts about drinking wine in the Sabbath service, in the temple, where the Most High. So we had a wine offering. It's right it's in the law where you would have a wine offering in the temple. These two scriptures are not a contradiction. The scripture about a wine offering and a meat offering in the temple, and then one saying don't drink in the temple, they're not a contradiction because you're allowed to drink, but you are not allowed to be a drunk. Like this term, this is a very old term that older people might know. If somebody at one time said he drinks, that meant you were an alcoholic. That's what the term meant, meaning, oh, so-and-so drinks. Oh, he's a drinker. That meant you were an alcoholic. It didn't mean that you drink in moderation. It didn't mean you drink sometimes. It meant you are an alcoholic, please. Oh, so what? I'll drink this while I teach. I'll drink this while I teach. For the good stuff, too. Gracias. The water warrior. Rum from Haiti. Outstanding. This is a lot of classes I'm going to drink while I teach while I drink that. The water, Levi. Levi came back from Haiti. Give Levi a hand. Levi, fresh off the plane from Haiti, Haiti via Miami. Well done, warrior. Good job. And the water for the gift. I truly appreciate it. All right. These are laws against being a drunk. You cannot be a drunk and decide anything in Israel. You cannot be you cannot decide or make decisions and you're a drunk. A drunk can't hold a position of power in the nation of Israel. That's what this precept is talking about. Or else the other precept that says have a wine offering in the temple would of course be a contradiction. It's not, because you're allowed to drink in moderation. There's 1,000 precepts about that. Please tell them where they are, please.
Slack it, sir.
Go ahead. I'll give you one. Give me where Paul said to do it. It's a New Testament one, so that might be one that Christians respect more. Give me where Paul said it, okay?
1 Timothy 5 and verse 23.
Give the Christians this precept, Doc. Go ahead, and you can give them the one about the wine offering, which you can find on your own in the Old Testament. Read this one, please. Read one verse above it.
Verse 5 and 22. Lay hands suddenly on no man.
This is Paul teaching them how to rule over the people that they are over. So don't lay hands suddenly on any man. Meaning, don't walk up on a man and just assault him or beat him up. And suddenly, because you're not doing it in self-defense. That's why it's done suddenly. Meaning you go up on someone that is not a threat to you and you just grab him or punch him or beat him up. Don't do that if you want to be a judge. If you want to rule the people, you can't assault innocent brothers and sisters. Continue.
Khan. But neither be partaker of other men's sins.
And also don't be partakers of another man's sins. That is what happens in this world. For you young brothers and sisters, just remember this. If you're young, the friends that you choose are going to determine whether or not you die soon. Your friends. You go and choose the wrong friends, you're dead. You choose good and decent friends, you can live a long time. Don't join other men in their sin. So many times because of peer pressure and the poor choosing of friendship, the poor choosing of friends, many young brothers and sisters lose their lives. All right. Don't join someone else in their sin. Don't look on the internet and see everyone else doing a thing. And now you go do it because you are so weak in your mind. You can't resist the urge to join the big crowd. Don't do that if you want to be in charge. Continue.
Khan. Keep thyself pure.
Keep yourself pure. You get that? Go ahead.
Verse 23. Drink no longer water.
Say that again.
Drink no longer water.
Oh boy. Read that again.
Drink no longer water.
Drink no longer water. Keep going.
But use a little wine for thy stomach's sake.
You use a little wine for your stomach's sake. Now, the same brother that asked that question, I have a question for him. Is this Bible verse forbidding us to drink water? He's got to answer me though. All right? Because I just read it. 1 second, says, give him a shot. Give him a shot. I mean, the brother who asked the question about the liquor.
Okay.
I know he knows, but I'm giving him practice to cut the Christians. Tell me, what do you think the Christian will say? You'll ask a Christian, does this verse mean we are not allowed to drink water, sister? No, it does not mean that. It does not mean we cannot drink water. Water is not unlawful. Okay, you can always know what is lawful or unlawful by the law. There's no law against drinking water, but Paul absolutely said, drink no longer water, but a little wine. So then what is it saying? Please, Levi.
I mean, sir, it's not literal.
Of course, it's not literal. It doesn't mean you're not allowed to drink water, just like the scripture that says don't drink in the temple is not literal. You see, you know this is not literal. It said do not drink water. You know that's not literal. It's also not literal when it said don't drink when you go into the temple, blah, blah, blah. These things are not literal. This precept is the perfect one to understand. We're not white people. You can't read the Bible literally like white people do. What does it actually mean? It means this. When you go to become a judge and rule over these people, it's going to be stressful. How stressful is it going to be? It's going to be so stressful, you are going to want to beat somebody to death one day. You're going to want to grab them suddenly and break their jaw. That's how stressful this job is. I feel it, maybe 5 times a day. Maybe 5 times a day, I have to refrain myself from some violence that I want to do in my mind. It's a constant thing when you deal with people who are sinners. Think about the type of sick freaks that we got to deal with. Like that sick freak that came out on the internet today and said Commanding General Yohana was a child molester. Right. The man who lacks penises in his butt. Said Commanding General Yohana was a child molester. Things like that I could cause all types of thoughts to come in my mind. All kinds of, bad things. But I know this Bible verse is preparing me for that kind of stress. So Paul is saying, when you do this job, don't lay hands suddenly on any man. Don't do that. What else did it say after lay hands suddenly on no man? What else shouldn't you do? We were right here. Lay hands suddenly on no man. Oh, don't join other men to do wickedness. So now when you're in charge, you will have the urge to follow the crowd. Why do you think every fake Israelite and every Christian have the same doctrine? They all believe in the same thing. All of them. All of them eventually believe in the same thing. Why? Because it's too hard to resist being like everyone else. So now you have to stand on something, and you're the only one that believes it. You're the only one that believes it, while everyone else starts to believe that all people can be saved, that you can marry a woman outside of your race. Everyone begins to believe it. Everyone begins to believe that you can't drink when you teach. So because everyone says it, before you know it, you start to say it. You start to say that if you're going to be in charge, you can't do what they do. If you're going to be in charge, you're going to need a drink sometimes. That can happen. You understand? It can happen where you need a drink. Why? For your stomach's sake. Now, who can break that down for me? Now, if you think this is talking about your digestion, then you are thinking literally. This is not literal. Sister again. Please. Go ahead.
It's actually talking about the strength of your water.
You're on it. Give her a hand. And get these two sisters on camera because they're so lovely today. Get them on camera. Look at the sisters dressed in the beautiful West Indian woman behind her. Give them both a hand. They're both lovely and beautiful. These are real women in here. They're not like those Sakari bitches out there. Brothers told me the Sakari women got good dick. Did you hear about that? Ooh. Women in the Sakari got good dick. That's what they said online, sister, not me. Not for the young brothers. I wouldn't say anything like that. But that's what I heard online. Women in here, though, are real women. Real women, feminine, sweet, and tender. Give them, what'd you say it again, sis? Give them a hand, Lord. Damn right. Anyway, the sister is right on point. Your stomach is not literal. Your stomach is talking about your guts. Your guts. You might need a drink sometime for your guts. That's what you were on to. For your courage. Because you can get nervous. You can get stage fright. That's for goddamn sure. Before you know it, go bloop up. Now you're good to go. Everything is fine. You're relaxed. Not now. Does it mean that everyone needs to drink? No. There are many brothers that should never drink. Many sisters that should never drink. And many people that have no urge to, like the Nazarites, who did not drink at all. But doing this job, you could find yourself to be someone that needs a little drink, a little one, just to get outside of your head and to forget about fear, to forget about your guts, to give you some guts. You get my point, please, Benjamin. Please tell them where it is.
Proverbs 31:6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy heart.
Yes.
Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more.
Exactly. And that's one of 20 precepts. I believe I broke this one down for you. All right. If you want to cut a Christian, go to the one about water. Ask the Christian if that means you can't drink water anymore, but you have to drink wine. They'll get all confused and stupid, and then you'll show them that this is not literal, and neither is the other one, and that's that.
I had a young brother coming up. He ended up having cancer at the age of 20.
Mm-hmm.
So all our brothers, went to the hospital and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yo, let's just drink it because he was about to pass away.
Come on.
That's where, you know what I mean? Never been married before.
That's all.
He was like, to nothing.
Yeah.
Let him have a
drink. That's that precept. Let him have a drink. Relax. Just let him have a drink. You can't be an alcoholic. You can't be a drunk. You damn sure can't be a drunk and make judgments. You can't do that at all. But there is a time when it's appropriate. And the skill in life is to know when that time is and to how to do it appropriately. Everyone understands. All right, next.
Counselor, since you mentioned this slanderous video, there's some comments. A sister here asked, Shalom,
please.
May we have a response regarding the name of the man who's alleged to be supported by the UPK?
Yeah, that's the brother Tazar Warrior Allah. Tazar told me about that in the car. This is a brother. I want to say this is 17 years ago. This is 17 years ago. Tazar can tell me more. He'll remember more directly, but I want to say it's 17 years ago, right? When this brother was accused of being a child molester. He was accused of being a child molester. I was directly over the situation. Meaning this, I know every intimate detail about it. I advised him every day. I talked to him every day. I went to the lie detector test with him. I went to the lawyer's office with him. I was directly in charge of this situation by Commanding General Yohana. Make sure the sister understands me and hears me well, all right? I know everything about it. I know everything about it. This brother went down there. He had a child support case. He won the child support case and did not have to pay this woman child support. Then this girl who was 16, who was his stepdaughter, said that when she was 4, he touched her vagina with a wash rag. That's exactly what she said. I heard it. I said, come on now. There's no way this could even go to trial. There's no way about it could happen at all. The judge said that because she wrote it down and gave it to a therapist, they were going to admit it in the trial. I could not believe it. It was an insane thing to me. I'm telling you the allegation exactly. I was sitting right there. I heard the entire thing. I have the transcript. I know everything about it. Everybody understands. It went through water. It went down the trial. 10. It went to a mistrial. I watched the girl on the stand laugh through the entire testimony. As I watched the girl testify that he touched her with a wash rag on her vagina, she laughed through the entire thing. The girl laughed, and she's laughing, and I'm going, are they still going to go through with this case? She's giggling and laughing through the entire thing. And I said, I can't believe they'll go through with this case. They're going to have to drop this case. This is ridiculous. He took a lie detector test and passed the lie detector test. And they said they could not admit it in court. I said, oh my God, it was such a terrible time. It really taught me so much about the court system. I learned so much about what must happen to so many brothers and sisters. We went through with the trial. 10 of the people on the case said he was not guilty. 2 said he was guilty. It was a mistrial. We went on again. Also, Commanding General Yohana paid for this trial. We went on again. They had another trial and convicted him on that trial. And I forgot some. I'm telling a story about Taza Willie Alexander. How many years ago was it? Sounds about right. How many years is that? Sounds about right. 13 years ago. So now they offered him a deal. I remember this so carefully. They offered him a deal where he would go on 10 years probation, 0 jail time, which seems so appropriate to me. I advised the brother to take that deal. It's one of the sickening things in my mind that aches me every day is that I could not convince him to take this deal. This vexes me every day of my life, every day. Outside the courtroom, I said, take the deal. Take the deal. No jail time for 10 years probation. This is what he said to me. I damn it can't tell you. It aches me so. He said, if I take this deal, I cannot ride in the car with Ariah. That's what he said. He said, I cannot ride in the car with Ariah to camp because Ariah was under 18. Ariah was like 14 years old. And he said, I can't ride in the car with Ariah to go to camp. That's what he said. And he said, I'm not going to take the deal. I said, oh, that don't matter. I'll just take the deal. Take the deal. He said, I cannot, if I take this deal, I can't ride in the car with Ariah. I'm innocent. He was so adamant about being innocent. And outside the courtroom, when they offered him the deal, he sat there and told me that he would not take it because he couldn't go to camp with Ariah. That's what he said. He didn't take the deal and they convicted him. And Commanding General Yohana supported him because I told Commanding General Yohana that it is my professional opinion that he is absolutely innocent because I heard all the evidence. I went down to the lawyer's department with him. I was there for the polygraph. I was there and heard every bit of evidence. Now, what is his name? I don't know his name. I don't know any of your names. We don't keep names in the slave names in the Israelite School of UPK. None of you. We don't write them down on a piece of paper. We have a roll in the school that has your Hebrew name, your rank, and what city you are in. That's it. We never write down a slave name in here. I have never done it. The department who keeps the records have never done it. I do not know Hazahab's name. I do not know Levi's name. I do not know Shemawa Allah's name. I do not know this sister's name or that sister's name. I don't know your slave names. I make sure not to know them. Why? Because so many of these fake Israelite groups are actually groups set up by the white man and the federal government to compile a list of people they believe are subversive. So now one day your camp leader hands a list of a membership list over to the FBI and now sends them to your house to try to convict you for crimes or different things you did when you were in the world. That can't happen in here because we don't keep any records of any names at all. The thing happened 13 years ago. I don't remember his name, and I don't have it written down because I've never called him anything other than Tazawa Yala. That's a fact. Everyone understands. If you're a camp leader in here, you know what I'm saying is true because this is our custom to never write your slave name down, to never put it on a piece of paper that could be handed to someone that is trying to railroad you for either something that's allegedly committed when you were in the world or something that you might have done but have repented for. We don't do that in here. If you're a criminal, you did something in the past and you want to change your life, this is the place for you. We'll never put your name on a piece of paper and hand it to some government official who's trying to get you to lock you up. We're not Adam 22. Adam 22, that TV show, that radio, whatever that thing is. Everyone that goes on that show gets locked up by the federal, no jumper. Everyone that goes on that show gets federal time in jail because they go on that show and confess things from the past, thinking that they can talk about it freely, with their friend Adam 22. But meanwhile, Adam 22 is an agent for the federal government, just like Vlad TV, who just compiles evidence on you. This place where people come to sincerely change. This place. And Commanding General Yohana would never harbor a child molester ever. And if we thought he was, we would have handled it. Everybody understands. And that's just that. This is not something that we stomach in here. Child molesters. Commanding General Yohana is a West Indian man. Were you aware of that? Commanding General Yohana touching a child? Are you out of your effing mind? Commanding General Yohana. Let me tell you something about Commanding General Yohana if I could. And this is something that I would pray would be able to be said about each and every one of you one day. You know what Commanding General Yohana is exactly what he ought to be. Exactly that. Now you think about that in your life. Think about you searching for someone to follow, searching for someone to pattern yourselves after. How many of us always needed a father figure in life? But the father figures we had, you know how they were? They were men that needed our mercy, weren't they? You know what I'm talking about, warriors? Right? Please, Levi. Don't be like me when you grow up, son. I know I smoke, but don't smoke like me. I know I drink, but don't be a drunk like me. I know I smoke crack and shoot heroin. You don't need to be doing this. You know what the problem in life is? The men who we are supposed to look up to need our mercy. We got to look at our dad and go, I know my dad get high, but that's all right. That's my pop. I forgive him. I'm not going to hold that against him. And that makes you a good son to be able to not look down on your father for his faults and his failings. That's what a good son would do. But what would a good father do? A good father would never need mercy from his son. Never. Never. If you're a camp leader in here, your men aren't supposed to have mercy on you. You're supposed to have mercy on them. You know who makes mistakes? The child makes mistakes, not the parent. If you're a camp leader and your men always go, well, yeah, that's my captain. You know how he gets sometimes. He had a little too much to drink. Yeah, that brother's over me. Yeah, but he had a little too much to drink. Just ignore that. If the men below you have to have mercy on you, then the wrong person is in charge. Because mercy comes from above, not from below. Mercy goes to children. You fuck up. You make mistakes. You make errors. And I have to have mercy on you. But you don't need to have mercy on me. None. Commanding General Yohana doesn't need your mercy. He doesn't need forgiveness. He doesn't need you to go, well, that's Commanding General Yohana. He'll be all right. That was in the past. He doesn't need you to put what he does in the past. He doesn't need you to do that. You need him to forgive you for things. You need him to have mercy on you. Mercy comes from above, not from below. Commanding General Yohana is exactly what you think he is. Just do that. Just in your mind, who is he? That's him. And that's a good leader, Rock. That's a good camp leader, a good operation leader, a good officer, a good priest, a good captain, sacerdote y oficiale. It's what a good leader is. When you can just say, I'm in charge, which means I do the forgiving. I don't need them to forgive me. I give them breaks. I give them mercy. Those faggots in the Sakari have a leader that they have to forgive. That they got to go, well, you know, we all fall short. You know, that's our leader. We all make mistakes. Your leader, you have to forgive. You got to give him mercy, not mine. Commanding General Yohana doesn't abide or suffer child molesters or sexual deviants of any kind. He is a West Indian man. He's not like you. So you all freaky. That's you. That's why you think it's even possible, because you freaky. You got a ton of freaky, nasty mess with you. Commanding General Yohana, brother, listen, I don't know if he gets undressed. I don't know if he takes off his clothes. In my mind, he go home, he just stay over his garment, go to sleep, wake up, wash the garment while it's on him. I assume when Commanding General Yohana gets in the shower, he goes to bed fully girded, wakes up, washes the garment on him, and then dries it somehow in some drying method, and then goes out the door. As far as I know him, I don't know if he takes off his clothes. Am I joking? I'm not. Let me give you a story. Well, one time, some brother got arrested naked. He was ass naked. And so I had to make the report. I said, man, the cops came in his brother's crib from a warrant he had in the world. And the brother was naked, man, and they took him out the house ass naked. And I'm telling him this like how evil the police are. And he said, these simple brothers, man, what the hell they doing in their house with no clothes on? He said that. And I went on talking. And then I said, oh, well, wait a minute. I said, what are they doing in their house with no clothes on? It started just like that in my brain. And I called him back. I said, Salaki, sir, when you said, what are brothers? And he went on like, man, these simple young cats, son. These young cats can't be in their house with no clothes on, man. These cats don't have no clothes on. And I called him back. I said, what do you mean when you said that? He said, yeah, I mean, he said, I'm never naked. He said that. I said, you never naked? He said, no. He said, because he grew up in the projects. Castle Hill, never ran, never will. Give the Bronx a hand. And he said that the police, because he lived on such a high floor, like the 22nd, 23rd floor, the police many times would knock on his door, bust in, and want to watch people from his window when he was a little kid. And they would just kick open the door and run in there and look at people through what's the shit called? The binoculars. And he said it happened so much that he learned to never be naked. So he takes his clothes into the shower, showers, the clothes are sitting there. By the time he come out the shower, he's always totally dressed, just in case the police come in. And he learned that from a child. That's a conservative man. He ain't like you. You walking around, your penis all out, walking around the house. He ain't doing that. He is not like you are. With all that freaky, nasty mess that you're doing. He is conservative. He is exactly what you need a father to be. He doesn't make mistakes and errors that require you to feel sorry for him. He don't need to cry on a video. You think he needs to cry like Jimmy Swagger or the Sakaris? Crying so you can feel pity on him. One tear. I have repented. I have fasted. I have asked God for his forgiveness. So what am I supposed to do as a follower of the Sakaris? Feel pity on my chief high priest? Feel pity on this cat that teaches me? Commanding General Yohana doesn't need your pity. The faggot said that he went to Jamaica, molested some kid in Jamaica, had to get run out of Jamaica for child molestation. Then as he was about to produce the evidence, somebody shot him. And then the government sealed up the records of Commanding General Yohana's child molestation on the island of Jamaica. I remember when he went to Jamaica, came back with a fly hair braid. I remember that. I remember that specific. I said, God damn, they braided the hell out of your hair down there in Jamaica. He came back with braids, just perfect braids from Jamaica. Had a good vacation down there. Wonderful time. Told me about how it was, about how they didn't have hot water. You know, he gave me the whole story about, you know, you turn the water on, all the water is cold. That blew my mind. That you don't have hot water, just the water come out, you know, just it's only hot, only cold water. Go ahead. Damn. Levi said you got to put the water in the sun. He know. Levi know. I remember the whole thing. He came back looking all good and brown and glistening with that hair braid and telling me all the stories, brought back all these souvenirs and nice things that he gave to everybody. Had a wonderful time. Surely he never molested a child ever, never got run out. Nobody ever shot anybody over anything. They're always trying to say he puts a hit on somebody. I've heard this for 25 years. The Commander General Yohana put a hit on this cat, put a hit on that cat. They said the Commander General Yohana put a hit on somebody in the House of David, some Israelite group, some nothing Israelite group. Who in the hell could care about? But they always say he put a hit on this guy. He put a hit on this guy. One time I was talking to Zaryak years ago. This cat Tahar, who was another sexual deviant, said to Commander General Yohana, he said, I saw Commander General Yohana in the post office and he shaved his head bald. He had a bald head. I'm sitting there looking at it. Commander General Yohana sitting there with braids all the way down to here. And I wonder why would somebody, at one point, Warrior, I wonder why would somebody lie so overtly when you can't prove it? Meaning there's no way to back that up because you're going to see him on tomorrow's tape with braids. And I remember at the time thinking, damn, that's a big lie that is easy to disprove. That's people. Commander General Yohana doesn't molest none of your kids, but let me tell you who does. Shakari, T.D. Jakes, Nate, these Israelite groups and these Christian churches are full of sexual deviants. Go ahead, young brother. What do you want to say? He never did. They lied.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I don't have braids, but Commander General Yohana does have braids just like yours. He has braids just like your hair. Commander General Yohana's hair is just like your hair. Right now. Give him a hand. Well done. You're right. Now let's give out a little money since we're on the topic. Give him a hand. How are these brothers behaving, Hazahav? Are they worthy of a little cash? Bring this one up front, right? Who's the eldest one? Come on up front, boy, and get some of this cash. You're answering good questions. You got strong braids in your hair. Your father told me you were being good in school, too. Well done. How about you outside, brother? Good job, brother. Take care. Well done. Give him a hand. Let's see how this next one. What's up with him? Let's give him a chance to do something good. All right, go ahead.
If I can just put this up on screen real quick. This is about what, 20 years ago?
Oh, come on. I mean, I don't know what the hell to do. I mean, you can just watch a video or something. And he has never ever cut his hair, ever. But it was just such a strange lie because it's so easily proven a lie. You get my point? To say he had a bald head. I mean, he's going to camp every week. You can see his hair. Anyway, at the time, it was ridiculous. I've heard so many more lies about it. And if you want to know who Commander General Yohana is, he's exactly what you think. He's what you think he should be. He's exactly what he should be. He's exactly what you need. He's the thing you always wished your father was. That thing. You know how you wished he could be? You know, just upright and dignified and conservative. And he has no vices, no things that make him commit sin or commit crime because he has urges and needs. None of that. Just exactly what you need a father to be. That's what he is. Let me know if the sister, that's enough answer for the sister.
The sister said, thank you for addressing it.
No problem.
And General Q said, boy, I look so young in that video.
Look at General Q. Let me see him again. Go ahead. Look at him. There you go.
Come on, y'all. Let's get some water for the victim. Ooh, everything gonna be wonderful. Everything ain't gonna be wonderful. Because guess what? They got people from New Orleans right now in the shelters in D.C. And guess what's in them shelters? Why you
and give me the IUIC video while I'm on the topic of deviance. And give me the one about with Cesar Borgia, with his wife, with his sister, and what he used to do in the past. Please, Levi.
Didn't they say that Commander Johnny stole money from you?
Levi, how did I forget? I totally forgot that. Yes, Commanding General Yohana stole $400,000 from me. I remember the cat said, I go, shit, I think I would know about that. I'm sitting right here next to him. No, Commanding General Yohana has never stolen a penny from me. He's given me a ton of money, though. That he absolutely has done. And I'm someone that doesn't need any money. I have plenty of money thanks to the Most High God. And he's still giving me a ton of money. Everybody understands. But he's never taken anything from me, ever. And I'm sitting right here. Okay, yes, that was another one 20 years ago. He stole $400,000 from that young, stupid Mahayaman. They thought I was just so dumb because I was so reckless. I was so wild as a young officer. I would just, I would do anything. They thought I was just so stupid. He must have took my money. And I don't even know anything about it. He didn't. Oh, Lord. All right. Any other questions?
Sir, I got that,
the doctor, you got a question? No sweat. Go ahead.
Come on, sir. I got that video pulled up.
Yeah, let me show you something else. Let me show you who's not what you need them to be. The IUIC. The IUIC, we play that video about Big Frida all the time, right? Big Frida was twerking. You know who Big Frida is. I think he's Bishop Abayel in the IUIC. We call him affectionately Big Frida because he likes to twerk a lot, right? He twerked again. He did it again to Zar Young. So I don't know who sent me this video. I don't know if this was someone in the IUIC. I don't know who this even was. But this was on my phone of someone sending me this video. Let me see it. I want your eyes to go to something. There's a woman in this video, right? And she is mortified and embarrassed by this Big Frida dancing and her, maybe is her husband, but she's disgusted by it. And you're going to see her face and be able to tell. Go ahead, please.
Look at JJ. Look at JJ here. I know why.
She blushing because he was killing it. She ain't seen him do that in so long.
She like, oh shit. Look at that. Look at her up. That is sad. These people come into the IUIC hoping to find men of God, men to lead them out of sin into repentance. And they find a bunch of disco freaks. That's what the IUIC are, a bunch of disco freaks. And they get into a cabin in the woods. And this poor woman, she was hoping she could find a man in there. She was hoping she could find a man. And look at what she found. Go ahead, put it up on the screen again. Oh, you can keep going. It's up there. Keep going now.
Come.
Hey, well, what's up? Everybody there? You got served.
Don't let me do it dirty out here.
He's a disco freak. Is that who you want to follow? A disco freak? That poor woman is sitting in there thinking, Lord, I was hoping to find a real man. I was hoping to come in this group, and I thought these men loved the Bible, and I thought they loved God. And that man, you're going to get into the cabin in the woods one day with him, and he's going to get together with his freaky friends, and they are going to pop, lock, and freak and gyrate all over each other for 2 days. They're going to dance with each other for 2 days. They aren't what you thought they were going to be when you joined them. You understand? They're just more men who you look up to who don't live up to what you thought about them. You understand? If someone is a camp leader, is an officer or a captain, you have to live up to the perception that men have of you. You got to use it. You got to say, well, this man thinks I'm perfect. This man thinks that everything I say and do is from God. Then I have to be that for him. I have to do that. I can't let him down. I can't, the minute he starts to follow me and I get relaxed, now I become a disco freak who likes to have penises in my butt. You got to live up to the expectation of the people that look up to you. That's your requirement. At least it is in here. And here, if you're a trooper, don't ever become an officer if you're not willing to be what every trooper needs you to be. Do you understand? You're going to have to be that. Every sister is expecting something, expecting you to be a stinking womanizer. Do you know what a womanizer is? A womanizer is the kind of man that you cannot be in here. You cannot come into the Israelite school of UPK and be a womanizer. You can if you're in the IUIC. You can if you are in the Christian church. You can be a womanizer. Someone look up that term womanizer and tell me what it means. If I have more questions, please give it to me, please.
The comments are just having so much fun with it. They're asking why this bunch of men is standing around playing slow jams.
Oh. The IUIC is a closeted gay group. I don't know what more I got to tell you about it. You were in that Sakari and the man likes to have penises in his butt. In his butt. The brothers told me he put a poll out yesterday. I said, he sure enough did. He likes a poll. I know. Shalom, sister. Be safe. Shalom, warrior. Oh, I know he liked polls in the IUIC and the Sakaris. A pole in his butt. What do you have?
Like I said, we got the Caesar Borgia video.
Let me show you this. Let me show you what is now. And this is something Commander General Yohana also said 2 weeks ago. Like when we were young, Israelite groups of any kind, they never had the kind of sexual deviance that the Christian church had. Never. Even if you weren't in the truth, you at least weren't as decadent and as vile as a Christian. Now, Israelite groups outside of the UPK, you are just as vile and disgusting as T.D. Jakes and Eddie Long. You're the same now. Go ahead and play with your hair.
31st, 1501, Pope Alexander VI and his son, Caesar Borgia, held a party at the Papal Palace in Rome, where they invited around 50 prostitutes. After the party, there was a competition to see which of the two of them could sleep with the most prostitutes. They also held a competition where a bunch of chestnuts were thrown on the floor, and the women had to see who could pick up the most chestnuts using only their genitals. If you're unfamiliar with Caesar Borgia, he is the man that Leonardo da Vinci based his famous painting of Jesus Christ on October 31st, 1501.
Now everybody knows that Jesus Christ is really black, and that white picture is this white man.
Samuel
Borgia. Caesar Borgia had a contest with him and his father, who were the Pope. He was the Pope at the time, Alexander VI of Rome. And they both had a contest to see who could sleep with the most prostitutes. And the women had a contest to see who could pick up chestnuts off the ground using their vaginas. Picking up chestnuts off the ground. That is the father of the Catholic Church, which is the father of the Christian church. Sexual deviance is built into Christianity. It's part of it. Christians are people that act so righteous and they have so much financial power and so much governmental power that their sexual deviance can be ignored. It must be ignored. Sexual deviance is built into Christianity. That's why you have Eddie Long, Jimmy Swaggart, T.D. Jakes, Kirk Franklin, all sexual deviants. Everyone knows about it. But what does the Christian church do? We all fall short. They accept it. Sexual deviance is accepted in the Christian church. Now, sexual deviance is accepted in you fake Israelite groups as well. You're going to have some leader over your group, a sexual deviant who needs help and psychiatry and therapy and drugs that'll make him go to sleep to stop his urges of having women put penises in their butts. He needs drugs. He needs medication because he loathes himself. Don't you want to give me that Sakari video? That cat in Sakari hates himself. He wants the woman to put a penis in his butt to hurt himself because he hates himself. It's self-loathing. The Bible says that you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven if you are an effeminate. Them that would destroy themselves with mankind. Homosexuality is self-loathing. It's a man that hates himself so much that he needs someone to hurt him to feel sexual pleasure. He needs to be hurt because he hates himself. The Sakari doesn't need to be in charge of one man or one woman. He needs to go to the hospital. He needs help. He needs to get help. He can't lead anyone. He has to be led. Someone has to get him into the hospital to get medication for his self-loathing. You have where I told you to start the video?
Concert.
Go ahead and play it.
I'm into, right? And this is y'all saw text messages if y'all watched the video in regards to her and
The texts are on screen if you wanted to.
What do they say?
the dominant.
What do the texts say? Read them for me, please.
This one says, let's just go vanilla and love each other. And she gave the grit and teeth face. It says, I just don't like you all the time. He says, can we really work on us? She says, is that realistic? And then she says, letting me dominate you will help.
Let me oh God. Listen, that text, man, he's going to describe it. I'm going to play it because he'll talk about it. Then I want to go into this Go Vanilla thing and whatever the hell that is that I just found out about watching this video. Go ahead and play it.
Domination stuff, strap-ons, all the stuff, right? So this is what I say to her. Let's just go vanilla and love each other. Now, just so y'all understand what vanilla means.
Let's just keep being vanilla and love each other. Did he say let's continue to be vanilla and love each other? Did he say that, Levi? He said let's just go vanilla and love each other. What does that mean? Means he's not vanilla right now, but he's asking her to go vanilla, meaning they're having sex with her, strapping a dildo on her waist and penetrating him in the butt. And now he wants to do what? Go vanilla. Now, who has ever heard of this term before today? I have never heard of that in my life about going vanilla. Ask the people online. They can answer anonymously because I have never heard of that. And you women need to be offended by that phrase. Go vanilla. Let me ask you a question. See if anyone has ever heard of it before Sakari. I have never heard of it. Go vanilla. And then he explains it. I'm sorry. He's going to explain it. Play the video. My apologies. He'll explain what Go Vanilla is.
You even got it up on the screen.
He went and looked it up. Jesus Christ. He went and looked up Go Vanilla or what vanilla means. Go ahead and play him talking about it.
Vanilla sex refers to traditional heterosexual sexual activities without any unusual or adventurous elements. So what am I telling her? I just want to go vanilla and love her.
Sweetness, I know you like to pound me in the butt with a dildo, but you know what? My butt is getting a little sore and I would like to go vanilla. I want to go vanilla. Let me tell you women something in your Sakari. This is what I know about the Sakari women. It is some filthy, disgusting bitches in that Sakari group. Some filthy, nasty, vile women who are not real women. I want a woman online to tell me if somebody says that a man putting his penis in a woman's vagina is vanilla. What are they trying to say? And I want someone online to answer the question. Every woman outside of the Sakari should be insulted. You telling me that putting a man's penis in a woman's vagina is vanilla? That's vanilla? What are they trying to say about sex between a man and a woman? What are they trying to say about it? I know you know, sister. I'm about to go to you right now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That it's boring.
They're trying to say, is that what you were going to say, sister? That they're secondary. This is an insult to women. Are you telling me that sex with a woman is vanilla? Let me tell you, maybe in the Sakari it is. You Sakari bitches don't have good vagina. You got good dick though. You do have good dick. That's what Gorilla Hebrew taught us. You Sakari women got good dick. I heard about it. But you don't have good vagina. Let me tell you sisters in the UPK something. There is no vanilla vagina in the UPK. None. The vagina in here is Haagen-Dazs. You understand me? This vagina in here is Haagen-Dazs. There ain't no such thing as vanilla vagina. Vagina is excellent. It is mind-blowing, the best thing in the world. The Bible says this, that what is the greatest thing on the earth? It is not wine. It is not the king, but women rule them all, and only the truth will conquer her. Why do you think women are so strong on this earth? It's because of your beautiful sex that you give a good man. There's nothing better than women. Nothing. That's in the Bible. Without the truth, you couldn't conquer women. Women would rule everything because they have something that is so good that even the king will throw his crown down for her. That even a man who loves wine will buy wine and give it to her. This is in the Bible. Now in the Sakari, what do they think vagina is? Vanilla. That's because vagina in the Sakari ain't good. It ain't good. The dick is good in there from the women. The women give good dick in the Sakari. The women give out good dick. Aren't you insulted? You telling me you got a man who doesn't want your vagina. He wants you to have sex with him in the butt. You sitting there with that vagina sitting there wonderful and lovely as it was ever made. And the man doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. He's sick. He needs to go to the hospital. The woman is sitting there with vagina, with something that really rules the world. Vagina. It rules the planet Earth. It's the reason for drug dealing. It's the reason for bank robberies. It's the reason for fast cars and gold chains. It's the reason for everything that you see. It's the reason men go to law school and med school, and men want money because women like men with money. It's the reason for everything that you see. It's the reason that you don't need to plan a pregnancy. You just need to be a woman and you're getting pregnant. A man is going to get you pregnant and he doesn't want kids. He's still going to get you pregnant because vagina is the best thing on the planet, except for in the Sakari. The Sakari women have good dick. Not in here. I don't know if you know, but I've sampled the vagina in here, Tazar, y'all. It's excellent. It's Haagen-Dazs. Anyway, I shouldn't drink when I teach. I got to stop. Anyway, Ben, otra vez, please. One more if you don't mind. One more, please, if you don't mind, boy. All right. All right, go ahead. I appreciate you, boy.
Continue this video, sir.
Oh, please, give me a little more on the video, please.
This is what she responds to me. So I'm being called a predator. This is the response I get to wanting to have regular sex with her. Just for the record. She said, I love you either way. I just don't like you all the time. What was the solution you had mentioned earlier? Because I mentioned a solution to our problems. I said, I feel the same, babe. I just really want to work on us. She said, how is this realistic? I said, I think it is. She said, what's the plan? I said, I need to cater to you better emotionally. This is what she says. This is how she says I can cater to her better emotionally. Letting me dominate you will help.
Stop. Do you understand what's happening to this poor soul? He is being violated by this woman. She's violating him. And she said, I don't like you all the time. Now, that part you got to key on. I don't like you all the time. He's saying, listen, I need to cater to you emotionally. She's saying, letting me dominate you will help. Meaning, I don't like you. And what will make me feel better is if I can put a dildo in your butt more and more and more. Because then that will make her, it's what she does to him to get back at him. And he's like, please, baby, just let me cater to you. Baby, don't put the dildo in my butt anymore. I want to go vanilla. Let me just make you happy. She says, it'll make me happy to put that dildo in your ass more. She is violating him, raping him. And he doesn't know how to make her stop. He's sick and sad. You follow him. You follow that. He needs to go to the hospital. Baby, baby, please just let me cater to you. Nah, I'm putting this dildo in your ass. That's what I'm doing to you because I don't like you all the time. Now, we're going to play what he feels about that, what he thinks about that. Keep going.
There's text messages that are being used to make me look like a predator when I'm literally in this thread, in this particular instance, a man attempting to fix and save my marriage.
Stop. Listen,
and
he is opening his soul right now because he wants your forgiveness and your mercy. He is not the predator. That woman is predatorizing him. He wants her to stop putting a dildo in his butt. And she won't. She won't stop. He's saying, baby, let me cater to you emotionally. No. I'm putting his dick in your ass. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing that. And he's crying out saying, you calling me a predator when I'm trying to fix the marriage. I'm trying to make her stop. She won't stop putting the dick in him. She won't stop. He's right. He can't lead anybody. He needs help. He needs someone to say, go to the hospital, go get some medication. Gracias. Go get some help with your problem. Continue.
Telling me that's going to help cater to her emotionally.
She's saying, this is what will help me emotionally. Putting my dick in your butt. That will help me emotionally. Did he just say that? Listen, if I'm stretching this, exactly like Sakari like to get stretched. If I'm beating this point home, like Sakari like to get beat home, then you gotta tell me. Because okay, I've watched many tapes and broken down many videos in my time. I don't see another way to break this down. I think I'm just translating what he's saying. Yeah, this is what he's saying. Levi. Maybe I should do a poll. He does. Sakari does polls. Do the hell out of them. Keep going.
So just so you guys understand the context of where some of this stuff is coming from, she's asking me to participate in this, though I'm telling her I don't want to. I want to have a normal sex life, but I do want to cater to her emotionally. And this is what she's asking me to do in order to help her be catered to emotionally.
Keep going.
And this is why it's very unfair for the inner workings of a marriage to be exposed to the world, because there are so many aspects of it. There's so many things and nuances that are not being dealt with or discussed or understood or need to be. There's dirty laundry that doesn't need to be aired out. Now, again, if I was doing something and saying, I got you, but additionally, matter of fact, even before I get there,
young brothers, it's insane for a wife to be putting the strap on in your butt. That's insane. That's an insane thing to be doing. It's insane to be molesting children. It's insane to be a sodomite. It is an insane thing. And if you think that this is normal, it's because you are sick. You're sick. Do you know a woman gets no sexual pleasure from putting a dildo in a man's butt? She gets a psychological pleasure, which is what his woman is saying. It will satisfy her emotionally if she can pound his butt with a strap-on dildo. It doesn't, she's not going to have an orgasm from it. She's not even involved in it. She's not getting penetrated. She's not getting touched. He's face down, ass up with a beard on a pillow.
God damn.
Nigga, put that beard on a pillow. A beard on a pillow, ass in the air. Listen, I ain't calling it pegging. I don't know what that shit is y'all like to say. That old nice term, pegging. Well, he just got a little doobly doop. You know, baby, I don't want a doobly doop tonight. I ain't doing that. This is a dildo in a man's rectum. Am I making this up? That's what pegging is. I did not know that until this story. I've heard the word pegging. I thought it was talking about little wooden pieces that men put in their butt. That's what I thought. I thought, well, these niggas out here putting little wooden pegs in their butt. When typed in pegging on my wife's phone, because I did not want that on my phone. and it's a strap-on. That's what pegging is. It's a woman strapping a dildo to herself, putting it in Sakari's butt. That's crazy, Sakari's. That's an insane thing to be doing. And the only way a woman could even enjoy it is if she doesn't need sexual pleasure of her own. Because a woman doesn't get sexual pleasure unless she is entered, unless she is touched. This woman gets pleasure from hurting a man, from violating you. And Sakari is about to say it. She doesn't need her breast to be touched, her vagina to be touched, her vagina to be penetrated. She needs to hurt a man in his butt because that makes her feel strong to make you feel weak. Sakari is going to say it in the next second. Keep going.
You know, kind of outside of this though, because that's the domination aspect, and that's never nothing I was into at any point. You know, there was a pagan kit that was definitely purchased, and I made it disappear.
Stop!
It vanished.
He said. He said. Sakari said he made that pegging kit disappear. God damn! I bet you did. I bet you did. Ooh, the bitch like, where's my pegging kit? I don't know. I don't know where it went. Keep going.
Ask her. Anybody can ask her. Ask her where it went. It vanished.
Listen, hold on, this is the good part. Hold on, listen. Wait, he said, go ask my wife where the dildo is. Ask her. I'm gonna call her. Hold on. Hey, listen, Sakari's wife. What you do? Where that dildo go? Hey, Sakari made it disappear, didn't he? Goodbye. Buy me a new phone now. Go ahead, Simeon. You ask Alexa. Alexa, where's the dildo? I don't know. Go ahead. 1 second, slide out. You know that? What does that mean? It was the dildo was just part of the kit. The dildo and the harness. Listen, listen. I gotta correct you. I thought it's what you just said. A pegging kit is not a ton of different toys. That's what I thought. I thought the same thing. A pegging kit is the strap on, the harness, and the dildo. It is not, when you hear about it, you think like it's an assortment of, you know, a doorknob, a cucumber, all a carrot. Right? When you hear the term, it seemed like, I looked it up on. They call it a kit because it's a dildo with the strap, with the harness. I looked it up. I'm telling you. Let me move on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, where we at with the time? Oh, shit. Okay, we have.
He's asking me.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Come.
Where to go? I'm playing stupid.
Wait. Rewind a little bit. Rewind a little bit. The bitch, and she like, where's my dildo? You don't know where it is. He said he was playing stupid. Yo, he's being abused by this woman. The woman come home from work like, nigga, where's my dildo? He said, I don't know where. I don't know. The man did not have enough self-respect to just say, bitch, I threw it away. You ain't plugging up my ass with dildos anymore. He couldn't even just reject it. Let's say if he wants to go vanilla and stop being rammed in the butt with a dildo, you can't just say to the woman, I'm not doing that anymore. He can't even do that. He can't even say, no, I took the dildo, I threw it in the trash with the strap. He can't even do that. He had to lie to her about where the dildo went. He is being abused. He's being abused by her. And he can't stop her because he is not a man. And that bitch is not a woman. She just wants to hurt him because it makes her feel good to hurt a man. I'm sure she's been raped. I'm sure she's been molested. I'm sure he had a mother that must have been the most terrible monster in the world. His mother must have just been an animal, so that he needs to be abused by a woman to feel good. Play it one more time when he said, I played dumb when she asked me where the strap-on went. Keep going.
She's asking me.
Video of a pegging kit, a picture.
A picture.
Yeah, put that picture up on the screen
of
what a pegging kit is.
I hope I didn't delete it.
I'm sorry I had to send it to you. Keep going.
Oh, where to go? I'm playing stupid. Where is it? I'm not into that, bro. That's not what I'm into. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm down with. Never have been, never fucking will be. Right? So I don't want that on my jacket.
I've never done it before. And he also said, let's go vanilla. She refused to go vanilla. She needs to dominate him. When she asked where the strap-on was, he played dumb and acted like he didn't know where it was. Why was she asking for it? Why was she saying, where's the strap-on at? Because that was nighttime, when they were in the bed and it was time for sex. And she said, where's my strap-on at? He said, I played dumb. I don't know where it is, baby. I guess we got to have that old stupid vagina tonight. I guess we got to have that old vanilla, boring vagina. I guess you'll have to give me some of that boring Sakari vagina tonight, because I don't know where the strap-on is. He's lying. He knows where it is, but he can't tell her. And he can't tell her that he doesn't want it. He can't even say that to her. He has to lie about getting rid of the strap-on. Also, he didn't say he threw it away either. I don't know if you noticed that. The strap-on, he still has it. He hid the strap-on. He didn't. It's in the bed. He took that strap. He probably put it down at the Sakari headquarters. You go down to the Sakari headquarters. You think that's this right here. You go down to Sakari headquarters here. Don't touch their ram's horn down there at the Sakari. You better wash your hands. If you blew the trumpet down there at the Sakari headquarters, you blew that trumpet down there. You sure enough blew it. You damn sure did. I would not touch this ram's horn at the Sakari. Be careful down there. Keep going.
So there goes the picture of it.
Yeah, read the bottom of it. Shall y'all look at this here? You see that? Read the bottom for me, Ephraim.
This is the Love Honey vibrating silicone pegging 4-piece kit.
That's the pegging kit. That's it. Dildos of different shapes, you know, for Sakari's different moods. Sometimes he in the mood for a big one. Sometimes he in the mood for a medium-sized one. This is the different moods that he get in. And his wife when she really angry at him, she used the ram's horn when he really got on her nerves. But sometimes he ain't get so mad at her, and she just used a cucumber or something like that, or the carrot or something.
Wasn't there something he said about you gonna get hit with something bigger than what you get hit with?
I don't remember that.
I'm gonna get something like that.
That sounds like him. Keep going.
Whatsoever. I won't accept it. But there's things I will own.
Listen,
I'm gonna kind of bring us to kind of the point now through the Spirit. And all praise again to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Over the course of time, I definitely developed an arousal to certain things. She got a mouth on her, and I like that about her, right?
Come on.
I like women who got mouths on them.
Come on.
Always have since a kid.
Come on.
The girls in the hood with they had the mouths. I always like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's through that, she. I ain't gonna do that.
Bring it
right?
up, John.
Just put you like that. I've always had a thing for girls with mouths.
He's about to tell you. Meaning this, he's always liked women. When he says a mouth on them, he always likes women to curse him out. That's what he's trying to tell you. He began to get a sexual perversion that started with just liking the women that say, you ain't shit. You no good nigga. You dirty mother effer. You ain't never gonna be nothing. You better look into that mom of his. I'm telling you professionally. You better ask if you in the Sakaris and this is your brother. You better give him some help with that mother, because he began girls around the hood who would have a mouth on them. Having a mouth on them means he started with liking a woman who verbally abused him. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed verbal abuse. That grew into physical abuse. He began to enjoy physical abuse. And he's about to tell you how it progressed from loving and being attracted to a woman that verbally abuses you to a woman that sexually abuses you. Keep going.
And just kind of through that, over the course of time, I kind of developed this weird fixation on, kind of certain relationships. It's just, just the idea of, a black woman trading on us. Like, first I was angry about it, then it kind of became a fixation.
Of a black woman trading on us. Let me go and tell you what he's talking about. From a woman that would be verbally abusive, then he began to like a black woman who would have sex with white men. First, he hated it, the thought of a black woman with a white man. Then that hatred turned into him needing for his wife to have sex with a white man. Earlier I said to check on his mother, right? What was his mother was a white woman that had sex with a black man. And now he wants the reverse. He wants a black woman with that mouth that's calling you no good, that's saying you ain't shit with a nigga, you ain't nothing. He wants to see a white man have sex with her. It started with hating it. Then it just grew into liking it. Then it grew into him being the black woman that is the one that's getting the dick. Him. It just grew and grew and grew. Please. Please.
Can that transfer into, this as an example, say a man is in state prison, can that transfer into some type of homosexuality, you know what I'm saying, with another man?
Well, let me tell you, if you go, there are brothers that will go to prison not for 20 years and never touch a punk in jail.
Right.
There's another brother who's going to go to prison and touch a punk in the first year. Now, what's the difference? Trauma as a child. Childhood trauma, brother, is the great trial of everyone's life, which is why there is nothing more evil in life than having an evil parent. Having a bad parent is the worst thing that could happen to a person. It's the greatest evil in life, because now, because of your parenting, because you had a wicked father, a wicked mother, now when you go through a trial in life, you will sink to the bottom of how you were raised. You'll go right there. So now you'll go to jail, and now you'll become a homosexual in jail. Not because there are no women there. If there are no women there, you don't ever have sex there. If there are no women there, right? But if you have sex with punks in prison, it's because of childhood trauma. Childhood trauma is, I'm going into that next as fast as I can with Jess Hilarious and Umar Johnson. That's next, all right? But let me try to get through this nonsense with Sakari. What I'm trying to do is help the Sakari to get the mental. He needs to go to the hospital. He don't need to make videos online. He don't need to take polls. He took enough polls. I don't know. Where's my dildo at, nigga? It's dildo time. Sweetie, I don't know. Let me cater to you. Cater. Where's my dildo at, nigga? Baby, let me just cater to you tonight. Nah, I don't want no catering. I want to put a dildo in your butt. Cater to that. You gonna cater to this dildo in your butt. Come on.
How do you think in this matter after receiving truth from one person? How is that even a conversation on the
You talking about Sakari? Sakari was never in the truth. Yeah, so these fake girls like to tell you they were in the school a lot. That was student, young man, so-and-so that came to the class for a week. They were never even in the school. They spent so little time, like Nate. Nate never did anything that where you would know his name in the school and then left. They never stayed in it long enough to get rooted in it. Christ talked about that in the parable of the sower. They leave out the minute the sun shines, they burn. They're not here long enough to ever get rooted in the school. But the minute they leave, their biggest claim to fame is that they used to be in the Israelite school of UPK. They start a whole other Israelite group with the authority of, I used to be in the Israelite school of UPK. You go ask somebody about them. I don't know who the hell they ever were. Nobody knows them. They were in and out. They were halfway in here, halfway out in the first place. You understand? Go ahead, please. I gotta get to Umar Johnson and the other broad. I forget her name. Go ahead. Okay.
Frankly, I was aroused by it. And that's just me being totally fucking transparent with y'all. It is what it is. It's the truth. And if I want Yahweh to fight for me, I gotta just tell y'all niggas the truth. That's reality. But the cold part about all this is, she's showing y'all text messages. Those happened. But I've been stopped all that. I've been turned from that. I've been went to therapy about it and everything. So I've been repented. I've been went to therapy. This been happened. This didn't just happen. This been happened. And in therapy, my therapist, she asked me, she's like, where did it come from? Where did this, attraction come from?
Where it come?
And I had to think. And I realized it's really like anger driven. A lot of the anger and the frustration that we have, and y'all know we have it, towards Esau, it was really, pissed me off like it pissed so many of us off to see sis with him. And
stop right there. He's telling the therapist, the reason I like to see my wife have sex with a white man is because I got so angry about black women having sex with white men. I got so angry about black women having sex with white men that I began to love to see black women have sex with white men, and that grew into me being the black woman who is getting pounded by a white man. It grew into that. It grew into that. Why? Because of his childhood, like some type of childhood disgusting trauma that is going to come down to his mother or some sexual molestation when he was a child. Continue.
That's where it kind of came from. I can't explain it. I never, it was always a shameful thing to me though. And I always was confused, like, why am I like that? Why was that doing that for me? You know? And then through getting with her, and she got a hell of a mouth on her. And, you know, frankly, she looks down on us. And when I say us, she looks down on black men. Myself and black men in general.
Now, here we go. I'm telling you, there are no real women outside of the real women in the Israelite school of UPK. Give them a hand. None. None. These women out here are not women out. They're abusers of mankind. That's what they are. This woman he married, who's in the Sakari. Am I right? Was this a broad in the Sakari, Tazaryak?
I don't know if she was in or she met her. Apparently, their wives are not in Chicago.
They don't have women.
No, meaning you got the way Ariala's wife said.
Can they hear him? They probably can't even hear you.
The mic's dead. Sorry.
Oh, the mic's dead.
Okay, they're just nice and loud. I'll break it down. Get him on camera. They'll see him and hear him. Go ahead.
So the way the girl from Sakari explained it when she came on Clubhouse is that the men are in Sakari.
Okay.
The women are just married to the men in Sakari.
So do the women have to keep any rules, anything like that?
She didn't go into detail with that. She just said it made it seem like the women are not a part of Sakari. They just married to the brother in Sakari. That's what she said.
I mean, that should have gave someone some concern.
Kind
So you tell me you got an Israelite group where it's just me and the fellas. No women are in it. I know you don't want any women in it. I know. Do you know how many homosexuals are probably in that Sakari group? Sakari was saying it. Sakari was saying to Zaryak, showed me how other members of his group got best friends as gay men, being with gay men. That place is probably full of homosexuals, just like the IUIC is full of homosexuals, just like the Christian church is. Why? Because the Christian religion was created to be a haven for sexual deviance, just like Caesar Borgia and the parties with his father and the prostitutes. That was the point, to have a place where homosexuals and deviants could hide under the cover of religion. Could hide. Sakari grow him a full beard. At night, that beard is placed down on the pillow, getting wailed on by a woman with a strap on. Please.
So to that point, that cat Ariala is trying to make posts joining in the attack on us, but he's still
attacking us.
To this second, sir, he still has on his page that he liked the Philadelphia Gay Parade.
What is he talking about us for? Nobody's tearing up our butts with dildos. He talking about us. You mad at us? What the hell did we do? Wait a minute. In your group, you getting dildos in your butt. White men having sex with your women. You're mad at us about it? Okay. I don't know. But it's good vagina in this school. That's what you brothers of Passover's coming up. Let me tell you something. At the Passover, there are going to be women with white corsages. You single women out there, you buy a white corsage at the Passover. Captain Mashak sells them for a donation. A white corsage signifies that you are a single woman that is of marriageable age and you are open to a courtship. You buy a white corsage. Brothers will see that white corsage. Please believe they're looking for it. They're scanning you like looking for the corsage like a goddamn homing kit, like a homing device. They're going to see it. Then they're going to habla con su líder de capitán. They're going to talk to your camp leader. because they saw you with a white corsage, and they're going to, because you're so beautiful and you're so kind and you're so righteous and so intelligent, they're going to talk to your camp leader to marry you. If she has a red corsage, that means she's married. And you walk the hell away with a salute, shalom, good to see you, sis. A hug, thank you, and you get the hell on out of there. If she has a white corsage, then you can talk to her and ask her who her camp leader is. And you go to her and you say, who's your camp leader, sis? And then you habla con su capitán, líder de capitán. You talk to her camp leader, all right? That's it. Gracias, right? So you do that, and let me tell you something. These women in here are real women now. You know, they ain't gonna want to go into you. That ain't what they're here for. They ain't gonna want to put a dildo in your butt. That's not, they don't need to violate you to feel like they are strong. They don't need that in here. They want a man. They don't need you to be in dance battles either with your homies. And they don't need you to embarrass them. Can you imagine your wife seeing you getting in a full-out dance battle with Shamawa Allah, y'all two face to face, y'all nose to nose, like he right here, Shamawa Allah right here, like y'all getting it on. Nah. You see that woman? Her face was like these. Let me tell you something about women in the UPK. Women in the UPK have a extra sensory perception for what is masculine and what is not. They know. They know. I'm telling you, they know. They always want to marry the same brother. and I'm telling you why. Because they look at a brother and they see weakness. And they can tell. And before you know it, they like, that brother is all right, but he got a little softness to him. So we're not going to marry him. We're going to just all marry to Zaryak. And then we ain't got to have no problem. We know we got a real man. Give him a hand. It makes it simpler that way. I mean, they don't want to gamble. Let's just all marry to Zaryak. At least we know we got a man. At least we know he ain't going to have his beard on a pillow asking for us to tear up his backside. Shit, just marry, everybody married to Zaryak. Let's just, and let's be done with this whole thing. All right? That way you can be sure. You can be assured of proper service. Once again, Zaryak is excellent. There are many excellent brothers in the school. I'm trying to tell you, women can tell. They can tell. They can look at it and tell. Women in the UPK, they're here because they see real men here. That's the point. That's why they chose this place. Women that choose Sakari are women that see weakness and want to predatorize weak men. They want to hurt weak men. Women that choose the IUIC, they see they're weak and they want to predatorize a weak man. Keep going. I got to roll.
Okay. General Q put a comment. I feel like there's a story behind this.
Go ahead.
He said he never met Captain Shapar Napash and them Niger 304s.
Niger 304s. I can't recall. I forgot so much though. I just don't remember. Niger 304s. Captain who? What's his name? What's the name he said?
Captain Shapar Napash.
Shapar Napash. I know him, of course. It's jogging a slight memory, but I don't know. General Cabal, you got to explain. I just probably forgot. Go ahead.
Okay, you want me to continue the video?
No, I think y'all got it. He's going to cry at the end of this like a baby. He's going to just start crying. Play the crying. And what should you give me now?
I'm teaching you niggas.
Give me Omar Johnson. Very sensitive man. He's crying like a baby right there. He's very sensitive. He wasn't sensitive when that dildo was in his butt, though. He took that like a champ. He took that dildo like a real champ. But now he's crying and very sensitive and very sad. And I absolutely understand. The brother went through terrible hardships as a child in a terrible home. And he needs to get help. He does not need to make videos and to be called Chief Head Priest Gorilla or to be a member of some half-ass Israelite group, he needs to go into a hospital. And when I say going, I mean inpatient. I mean, get in there, bring a bag of clothes, and stay in that hospital and get on medication, because the woman is tearing up his backside with a dildo. He's telling her, I want to cater to you. She says, no, I want to put a dildo in your butt. Then he lies and says he doesn't know where the dildo is when she goes to look for it. He needs to go into the hospital. He don't need to be a member of nothing. He needs to get into the hospital. He has health coverage. He's an American citizen. Go into the hospital out, because you have a sexual desire to be hurt by a woman as if she's a man, which means you have a desire for a man to put a penis in your butt. That's what that means. If a woman is strapping on a strap-on and putting a penis on to have sex with you, your actual desire is to have a man have sex in your butt. That's your actual desire. But you can't go there in your mind yet. Or what did he say on this tape? It progresses, right? It progresses. It started off with just liking a woman that has a lot of mouth. Then it goes to needing her to have sex with white people. Then it goes to her getting a strap-on kit. Then it goes to you lying when you want to go vanilla and stop getting strapped on. You lie about where the strap-on is. Where does it go next? You go on that Tinder or them old websites with them white men, and you're going to find a white man to put his white penis in your butt. That's what's going. That's where it progresses. And do you think Sakari is going to stop this? Are you out of your goddamn mind? You know how difficult it is to stop a sexual kink, a sexual perversion? It is extremely difficult, Doc. It's kind of built into you from a child. It's built in. To stop it takes extreme discipline. Extreme, Doc. And he's not One West. He doesn't have that kind of discipline, Doc. He don't have that kind of discipline to stop that. Sakari is going to find a white man to put a penis in him. It is going to progress to that. It's going to happen. You just remember I said it today. Anything else? That's it. Let's go to whatever the broad's name is.
Come on, sir. General Q said, it's like, sir, he said Captain Shapard cussed a woman out when she deserves it.
Oh, yeah. Captain Sakar used to. Right. Captain Zakar. Give up. Wait, say Captain
Shapar.
Shapar. Captain Shapar. If a white woman would walk across that cat with a black man, Shapar, the Posh would focus on her and change the topic. Whatever he talking about, anything, the World War III, it'll change to be these goddamn black women with these white men. Yeah, I'm glad General Cabal brought that up. Give him a hand. Let me tell you something else. And you better get a better therapist. The Sakaris out there listening. This therapist told him that his hatred for black women being with white men made him start to desire black women to be with white men. Your therapist is a Christian and lying to you. She's lying. If listen carefully, the Sakaris out there, what's the cat's name you said was to this minute doing something? Ariala. The cat Ariala from the Sakaris, right? If your camp leader is telling you that the reason that he began to like white men having sex with black women is because he used to hate white men having sex with black women, then what's the cure? Right. What's the cure? Is Ariala in the chat room? Is anyone in the Sakari in the chat room? Okay. If your therapist says you used to hate the fact that black women were with white men, that hatred grew into you loving it. If that is true, then what is the cure? Let someone online answer. Not every therapist is a good therapist. Not every mechanic is a good mechanic. Not every doctor and lawyer is a good doctor and lawyer. You got to find a good one. This therapist is saying that you're racist. And because you're racist, now you love white men to have sex with white women. That's a terrible therapist. If you hate it, then you ain't not. I'm sorry, sister. I think you're about right. Give him. He should have it the good way. He should come in here and get some of this Haagen-Dazs. But listen, but the women in here won't have a man like that. So he's in rough shape. Come on.
I'm glad you clarify that because I heard that clearly.
You did.
What? Yeah, I raised my hand.
Most High in Christ. Please.
It was that. I'm like, wait, that sounded so Christian. What would be the cure?
Listen, there's only one cure. You have to love that white men have sex with black women. Then now you won't start to have a sexual perversion for it. That is a lie. That's a lie. I hate eating pork. I'm not going to get the desire to eat pork because I hate it. Things you actually hate, you won't do. I hate child molestation and child molesters. Commanding General Yohana hates them. That hatred is what fuels your resistance to it, the hatred. Sakari didn't start to do that because he hated black women being with white men. That had nothing to do with it. He started to do that because he always liked it. That's why. Because he liked that interracial sex with his mom and dad. He liked all of that. And then he always liked it. He liked the fact that these women were mean and cruel and evil, just like his mom. And he liked that this white man would pound him like a slave master is having sex with a slave. He likes that. He likes that a white man can use his penis and humble a loudmouth black woman that's telling him he ain't shit. He likes that. And then he wants to be the black woman. He wants to be the woman that's getting humble. And the woman is telling him, you get on my nerves. I don't like you all the time. It would help me to dominate you, to put my dildo in your butt, because then she will feel like she's a slave master, raping a slave. He likes slave masters raping slaves. I think he's saying it on here. He's saying it. I'm not inferring anything he's not saying. He's saying it. White man, black woman who's evil, who hates us, who hates black men. But this white man is giving it to her. Before you know it, he is the black woman. Why? Because he hates white people. He hates white people. And so now this white man who he hates is putting his penis in his butt, pounding him in his butt, and he's getting humbled by it. He enjoys it because he is a homosexual. I don't know how it could be argued any other way. Anything else? All right. Cesar, you got it. Here's your cash, y'all. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Just so I don't forget. Go ahead. All right, let me go to the Just Hilarious. Let me give you where this starts at. You want to know where this type of woman comes from. You women out there, before you know it, if you don't curb yourself, you'll be putting a dildo in Sakari's butt. You have got to change the behavior that your mother taught you. You've got to change. Go ahead, play this Just Hilarious video at the timestamp I gave you.
Set up type of bitch. Ask my kids, right? Even the 7-month-old. Ask.
Seconds before that. Just Hilarious, right? Let me give you the story if you don't know. Just Hilarious is a radio personality. She was involved in some big beef with another radio personality on her same network because they were fighting for the same job or all hired for the same job. Some usual internet beef engineered by Charlemagne the God and the white producers on that show to make them fight because they knew that black women would fight each other if you put them in the position to fight each other. They did that. Now, Just Hilarious told her black woman co-host to shut up twice. She's telling you that she absolutely did it because that's the kind of person she is. And then she'll explain to you further on how much she loves to talk to people like that. She has a mouth on her. You understand me, Sakari's out there? Just Hilarious has a mouth on her. Keep going.
I told her be quiet the next day. Charlemagne texts me and he says, yo, don't tell her be quiet. You tell her shut up. Play into that narrative of y'all beefing, y'all not liking each other. Why the fuck would we do that? But I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. She cool with it, I'm cool with it, because I'm not a be quiet type of bitch anyway. I am a shut up type of bitch. Ask my kids, right? Even the 7-month-old, ask them.
Charlemagne the God called her and said, don't tell her to be quiet. Tell her to shut up. First, she doesn't want to do it. Then she says, okay, I'll do it because I'm a shut up type of bitch. Ask my kids. This is where a woman with a mouth comes from. Because you have a mother who always tells you, shut up. You no good nigger. You ain't shit. You dirty spick. You're nothing. You're nothing. And your mother talks to you like that. Then later on, you're in the Sakari getting a dildo in your butt. That's where it starts. Keep playing.
So then
give me more about Ask My Kids.
Oh, ask her. So then I asked again. I'm like, all right, so she's gonna be the fourth host. That's what it is.
That's my kids, I think.
Type of bitch. Anyway, I am a shut up type of bitch. Ask my kids, right? Even the 7-month-old, ask her.
Oh, you hear that? She said, sister, she said, even the 7-month-old, ask her. She goes to a 7-month-old baby. Shut the F up. Shut up. A 7-month-old baby. And she's telling everybody about it. You see, she has a mouth on her. You see, this is where it comes from. And you don't know what you're doing to children. Shakari's mother was doing this. He was doing this. And he just hears some woman berating him. And you women out there, you think that a child is simply your thing that you can do and say whatever you want to. You think a child is like your possession. You don't look at a child like a human being. And am I speaking about black women? No. White women do it worse, far worse, which is why white men grow up to be murderers. And white men commit genocide because they had evil, drunk mothers, evil fathers. There is nothing worse than a white father who doesn't leave. Who doesn't? You think you're in bad shape because your father left, don't you? If you were white, you'd be in bad shape because your father stayed. Because a white father is beating these children in a way you don't understand. I mean, breaking their limbs, beating them, taking them out to the woods, tying them to trees all night. You can research what I'm telling you. White fathers think they're making you a real man by physical abuse, sister. Give him a hand. Yeah, Melinda, yes. That's white fathers. These white people are so abusive to their children, and they raise genocidal maniacs. I can imagine what Donald Trump's father was doing to him. Oh my God. That German father he had probably did things to him that'll make you feel sorry for Donald Trump. Well, here's Jess Hilarious. She has a mouth on her. She tells people to shut up, even a 7-month-old baby. Now, what does that create in our community? In the Black and Hispanic community, you're going to have people that are just as cruel as white people. White people are cruel because they're raised to be cruel. They're raised like that. That's how they're raised, to be cruel. They join Greek fraternities. In these fraternities, what do they do to you? Beat you with a paddle, drown you and kill you. And now you have a black fraternity and you beat them with a paddle and drown your people and kill your people, all trying to be white. Child abuse is white. Child abuse is a part of white culture. It should not be a part of our culture. We shouldn't be people that abuse their children, that abuse their children, that go to a 7-month-old and say, shut up, you mother effer. Shut up, you nigger. Also, you can feel like Sakari's wife feels when she puts a dildo in his butt. She feels strong. Even this Jess Hilarious. You watch this video when you go home? Jess Hilarious feels so strong by telling this black woman to shut up. Yeah, I told her. I said shut up. That's the only way she'll hush. I did that. I said shut up. She feels so strengthened by it. So strong. As if it took strength to tell someone at work to shut up who doesn't want to lose their job. As if that makes her strong. Let me give you how far it goes. Give me Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson this week. He has daughters Do y'all know about Umar Zadok? Do you know about the Umar Johnson situation? I'm gonna break it down to you. Do you know who Umar Johnson is? Okay, Umar Johnson is this cat. He's a blackity black speaker. He's not a. Is he a real doctor? Do you know? Go ahead. What does he have a PhD in? Boy, oh boy. Listen, they ain't making doctors like they used to. Because Umar Johnson he's completely inarticulate. I saw one video where he said, when I go to court, I'm bringing white man's paperwork. White man's paperwork. That doesn't sound like somebody who's educated. White man's paperwork. Please.
I know somebody that goes to the school he went to right now. They completely do their best to distance themselves.
But he did get the degree. Woo! Y'all better make it a little harder to get these degrees. I'm going to court. I'm bringing white man's paperwork. He's a doctor? Fine. No problem. Well, anyway, this week he had a daughter, I think 2 daughters, that came out online. They're telling everyone, I'm sorry, one came out online saying he was a bad father because he didn't come to see her. He didn't visit her. He paid child support for her since she was born, but he didn't come see her. And so she's online chastising her father, speaking evil of her father, trying to embarrass her father. She called Captain Desariat, trying to get us to give her money, $1,000 for an interview. For what? No, thank you. Are you out of your effing mind? Desariat texted me. He said, I don't want to give her a damn penny. He was right. She wants, all this money to talk to some kid who hates her father, who paid for her, who gave her mother money every month. She makes a video. I wish I had the video. I didn't give him the video when she was talking. Oh, it was a rough one. I wish I had that one first. If you could, give me the one when she said, expose black men, make black men accountable. She made a terrible video attempting to shame her father because her father didn't come see her. When you watch this video, you're going to understand why he didn't come to see her. Let me tell you, brothers, something out there. A judge can order you to give up your money. A judge can take your paycheck, but a judge cannot take your self-respect. That belongs to God. Jesus Christ said this, brother, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Whose face is on the money? Caesar's face is on the money. A white president, his face is on that money. Then give it to him. But render unto God what belongs to God. My self-respect belongs to me. Let me tell you something. If you want to keep your self-respect and your woman takes you to child support court and she issues a warrant that takes your money from you every month, they take so much money from you, you can't afford to live. You can't afford to get an apartment. You can't afford to have a life. Pay that money and never go to see that child. Never walk through the door to see that child. Never go to the park with that child. Never ride a bike with that child. Don't teach that child to ride a bike. The judge didn't issue that in the order. I gave the white man what he wanted, but my self-respect, I'm giving to God. I'm not going to see some child whose mother is taking me to court simply because she found out I had another woman. Don't you know that's why that bitch took your father to court? Because she found out he had another woman. You've been paying for the child, going to see the child. Let me tell you something else, Umar Johnson and brothers like you. If you would have knocked on that door to come see that child, who knows what would have happened? You've been through this, right? Right. You're paying child support for the child. You're paying. You come just like the judge said. You knock on the door to pick up the child. You better come closer so they can hear you up. You come to the door to see this child who's taking half of your money, and you living with your mother because you can't afford an apartment. You go to see the child. What happens?
Oh no, you're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
Because you don't have the money for the child support. You're behind in child support. So when you knock on the door, the mother calls the police because you're behind in child support. Don't you know that's why your father didn't come around? He had a warrant. He couldn't come see you. Your mother or your grandmother would have called the police on him. So then he struggles with that. He still wants to come by. He's trying to catch up in his child support. He's trying to convince your mother to not call the cops. Well, listen, baby, if I come by, I promise I'll bring something. I promise I'll do this. He's trying to talk her into mercy, kindness. He can't. He has to just come by and he could get arrested. You know, some of you dumb brothers are doing that with a bitch that has what's that thing when you order of protection? You go argue with a woman and she gets an order of protection against you because she lies and tells the police that you hit her when really she hit you and you were defending yourself. What does that same woman do next week after the order of protection is issued? The woman who gets an order of protection against you, she tells the police you hit her. The police say, if you come within 100 feet of her, I'm putting you in jail. What does that same bitch do next week? Let the sister answer. No, she doesn't. You don't know because you're a good woman. You would know this because you're not like this. Levi, but you got to let everyone online hear you, unless the people online can answer. So remember, the woman got an order of protection. The order of protection says you cannot come within 100 feet of her. She got it against you. If you walk in that house, you get arrested. What happens, Levi?
She called you to give her a massage, sir. So
she calls you to come have sex with her, sister. That's what happens, Levi. She calls you on the phone, and she says to you, come over. She says that. And guess what? You got kids with her. You want to see your kids. And she tells you, come over. And because you are weak and stupid, you go over there. And as you're there, you know what you're thinking? I'm over here so she won't call the cops on me. Well, she's going to go through your phone when you go to sleep. And when she goes in your phone and sees you're talking to another woman, that woman who she calls the cops and tells them that you're over here. Even though she called you, she told you to come. She said to come. She works an argument out so you can argue. Even though she's the one that said, come over, come see your kids, come have sex with me, come give me a massage. A massage means sex. Are y'all kids unaware of that? The kids understand that that's what a massage is. A massage is foreplay to sex. But you know that already, Shalai. You a grown man, I see. You know. Okay, I'll come give you that massage, all right. Here I come. Go ahead.
Salaki, you know that. That's what I would say. She's going to do it after the fact.
Yes, after the fact. Yeah. I see you're grown too. After the sex, after everything is over, then now as you're there, you got to walk on your P's and Q's. Be careful because she'll call the cops and you're there and she'll get you arrested. This is what black men have been going through. Play Umar Johnson. Play. Now, so this is what happened to him. Keep going. Oh, you got the daughter. Go ahead.
Have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts. Okay?
Right there.
You can't get.
She's bashing him. This is bashing him. This is bashing him. He didn't come to your events. He paid that money to put shoes on your feet He gave the majority of his paycheck to your mother because that was the only way he could stay out of jail. He gave you money. He didn't go see you. Brothers, don't you ever go see a child if her mother puts you on child support.
Right.
Don't go see that child. Keep your honor. Keep your self-respect. If you go see her, then they belittle you. This same little girl in front of your face belittles you and emasculates you. And you go, well, baby, I'm trying the best I can. You tell that to a child. A little girl, you've been down on your knees. Well, baby, I'm trying to come see you. You didn't get me anything for my birthday. All you gonna get me is that little thing. You didn't get me anything. Her mother has poisoned her mind against you. So now every week you walk through the door with a goddamn teddy bear to a mother, a grandmother, and a child to treat you like you are filth. You know what happens years later? You find a woman to put a dildo in your butt. That's what happens. You get so used to abuse, you think abuse is what women provide a man. Abuse. Don't you ever do it. Dr. Umar Johnson was right to not go see this dishonorable, shameful child because she was like this when she was 12. She was like this her entire life because her mama yelled at her and told her to shut up at 7 months old. She was always like this. You let a child dishonor you, you can forget that. The judge gave you money. He didn't give you my time.
Situation I'm going.
Please, go ahead.
The situation I'm.
So now Umar Johnson is getting shamed publicly. He's online getting embarrassed. What does he do? He becomes just like the Sakari. Keep going.
The situation I'm going through right now is because at that time, 14 years ago and 23 years ago, I did not have the respect for the sacredness of the Black woman's vagina like I should have. And the universe punished me for it. I'm being honest right now, family. Black queens, are you with me? I can admit to the Black woman right here, right now in Los Angeles.
I didn't reverence and worship your vaginas like I should have. I didn't know, Black queens. Forgive me. Forgive me, Black queens. He'll have a dildo in his butt next week from a Black queen. You better be a goddamn man. Dr. Umar Johnson, you didn't go see her because her mother was a stupid, loudmouth bitch. And if you would have went there, you would have never become Umar Johnson. Don't you understand that? If Umar Johnson, fast forward to the end of that video with his daughter. Fast forward. The daughter's video, take me towards the end of it when she berates him online. If you let a woman berate you every day and you still go there trying to, what does Sakari say? I want to cater to you emotionally. I want to cater to you. Don't put a dildo in my butt. I'm here to I want to cater to you. She said, nah, I'm putting this dildo in your butt. That's how I want to be catered to. If you go see her and if you allow her to emasculate you every day for 22 years, you're not going to college. You're not trying to start a school. You're getting drunk and high to ease yourself of your pain. That's all you're going to do. You cannot succeed in life being belittled every day. It destroys who you are. The judge said I had to give you money. I'm not giving you my self-respect. That little child that you're raising is hating me. You and that child I'll never see again until that child looks for me. The Bible says this: it is better to let thy children should seek thee out than that thou should bow to thy courtesy. You should never bow to your child. Right. Don't see the child. One day, after that child has had enough of its mother, that child will say, I'm going to go find my father. because my mother has been telling me to shut up since I was 7 months old. One day that will happen. Play the woman.
To do that, I'm your daughter, but I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you, and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video.
Child trying to tell you how to be a parent. She knows so much. This is not even the one I was talking about. He went and he reached out to her to have a dinner with her. He said, "Let me take you to dinner." Yeah, she said, "I ain't going to dinner with you. I'm never going to dinner with you." He did it. He went and tried to go to dinner with some 22-year-old woman who hates her father because he couldn't stand being emasculated by her mother. The same mother that turned her into this. Umar Johnson, it was not wrong. And not only was he not wrong, if he would have been in her life, if he would have been in her life, he would have never become Umar Johnson. He would have became your father, who was drunk all day, loving you, wishing he could see you. Some of you saw your fathers like that, didn't you? They were so drunk and high, you might see them walking down the street and they just always feel like beggars. You always had that beggar situation. I'm getting high. I know I ain't right. I wish I could get right. I know I ain't shit. You make sure to let me know that. One day I'll get right and worthy enough to go see you. And because your mother was such an animal, you further your father's destruction until you become a man. And then some child is doing it to you. They're doing the same thing to you. You black women, don't you ever dishonor your father because of your mother's poison. That same mother is calling you a dirty bitch. Am I telling you something you don't know? These mothers that talk bad about your father, if you're a girl, you got a mother talking bad about your father. You know what that mother's going to do? This bitch thinks she's something when her titties start. This bitch thinks she's something soon as she get on her period. She don't even wash her drawers. She thinks she's something. That mother that talks evil about a father is going to talk evil about that daughter too. Because the mother is a victim of her mother, who's a victim of her mother, who goes back to slavery, who's a victim of some white woman. Go ahead and play.
This is what my dad responded to me. Good evening, Princess. Although I am very disappointed in your online behavior, I want to have lunch with you and your mother next Thursday or Friday. Please have her text me the day, time, and location for our meeting. You deserve to hear all of the truth from us together. We have much to discuss. I look forward to building the relationship with you that she never allowed us to have. With love, your father. So you decide to reach out to me because I outed you. You had all this time, you had all these chances to reach out to your daughter, but because I outed you on social media, now you want to sit down for lunch? You're a fraud. You're a hypocrite. You are everything that you say that you aren't. And you got on live responding to me, talking about some struggle stream, talking about some, oh, I'm known in North Philly. If y'all needed to find me, y'all could have found me. What do I have to find you for, sir? When you're my dad. Right? Like, now you want to have a talk because I outed you. Hold black men accountable. Hold them accountable.
Stop. No problem, bitch. We ain't going to dinner. Umar Johnson was trying to take the bitch to Applebee's. We ain't going to Applebee's now. What was the mistake he made? Who knows? Sister, he reached out to her, give her a hand. He should have never. Do you understand? That is a matter of honor. He should have never reached out to her. That was his mistake. He saw her online. He saw her talking about him. And of course, Umar Johnson is scared of those black queens. He doesn't want those black queens to come against him when he goes to his rallies. black queens forever, snow bunnies never. He loves the black queens. Then one day, the black queens say, we're mad at you, Umar Johnson. What does he do? I'm sorry, black queens. I didn't realize I should have worshiped you. 20 years ago, I didn't give you your worship, as you aren't worthy of worship, black queens. You should have never saw that bitch or her mother, or the grandma, or the great-grandma, or Harriet Tubman, or any of them. You should have never saw any of them. The minute you walk into court, you're going to stand there, hand that judge your W-2. He's going to take everything from you. You're never going to be able to have an apartment. You're never going to get a car. You're going to be paying child support forever. You walk out that courtroom and never see that child again. Never. Now, the white man has taken your money. You leave with your self-respect. Self-respect, Dr. Honor. Now, 20 years later, she comes online and says, he never saw me. If I would have seen you, he would have gotten this for 20 years. For 20 years, once a month, he would have opened the door. She would have been standing there with her mom. What you coming over here for? Trying to take me to Chuck E. Cheese? You want to go to Chuck? You expect me to go to Chuck E. Cheese with you? You ain't doing nothing. He sit there with a little teddy bear, feeling all dejected. Baby, please. I'm sorry. I'll do better. My mother told me you just run around with other women. You done went and got other women. You done had other kids. Let me tell you what you should do. You get put on child support. Pay the money. Don't ever see the child. Go get another woman. Get her pregnant. This time, choose well. Choose a good one West woman. Right. Choose a woman of dignity, honor, sophistication, and sagacity. Choose her. Get her pregnant. Have children with her. Raise those children. Don't raise the other ones. Find a woman who has children, whose father is not around. Raise those kids. Raise somebody else's children whose father has died, whose father is in prison. Raise stepchildren. Raise new children of your own.
Right.
Don't raise her. 20 years later, you'll have children over here that goes, my father was the best father in the world. And then she'll contact them and say, he never came to see me. Well, he came to see me. He raised me. I saw him every week.
Right.
And then the bitch will go, I wonder why he never. Oh, I'm a bitch. I get it. Now I see I ain't shit. My mother told me when she was telling me to shut up. She must have been right. Your honor belongs to God. Don't let somebody take it from you. You keep it. If you give up your honor as a child, when you're an adult, a woman will be putting Sakari's dildo into your butt. Right. With that, pass the class over to Police Officer Parati.
Need help? Just turn it on to you. Oh, this one right here. Oh, cut out. Just take out that what's name right there. All right. Men of Israel, we're gonna give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajum, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Amar Shabbath, Amajum, Barak, Yahba Hashem Yahweh Rakatah, Yazmatah, saw and turn to the sisters. Sisters, Amajum, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amar Shabbath, Amajum, Barak, Yahweh Shema Atham Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yazmatah, class dismissed.